Hello, fellas.
What's going on?
Yo,
Got a guest today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Phantom YT.
yo, what's up, guys?
Thank
Shut
you
up.
for being on the podcast, man.
No butter.
So, tell us a little about yourself.
So I have a YouTube channel. It has 330 subscribers, and mostly I'm just uploading whatever I enjoy, and yeah, that's about it really.
Fair enough, man.
So, what game are you enjoying at the moment?
I'm really enjoying Modern Warfare, mostly Infected. I'm having so much fun with that game mode.
Fair enough. Any luck with Warzone?
Kind of like I need to play more. I need more practice.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
man. I hopped off that thing like weeks ago, but the only reason I hopped off it was because of there was like an 80 gigabyte update, and I just got Doom, and Doom was like exactly 80 gigabytes, and I was like, I'm not deleting it.
Yeah, you're one of the lucky ones, man.
But yeah, no, I deleted it. I deleted Doom, and I'm after installing that update there yesterday. So yeah.
Man, what is up with games like that? Why do you have to? Why are they so?
Yeah, why the
picky?
update's so massive? Like,
Even I have a PS4 Pro, man, and it's there fucking spinning like a jet engine, like I lost fucking 10% of it.
no,
The
man,
thing
like
is, that
it's
doesn't happen with Xboxes.
Really?
oh, don't even
PS4.
start, bro.
It goes crazy. I'm not gonna say Xbox is better.
Yeah,
But genuinely, it is not. I play Xbox, but no, PS4 sound like jet engines if a game is like too big for them.
yeah.
Well, I
It's
need
also,
to clean my
to do with the
fans.
dust. Yeah, the dust on it.
Like,
Man, if you see some like PlayStations that have been left for a while, and you open them up, holy god, man.
I've been with Adam before, and his thing's going like crazy.
Yeah.
And it just smells like burnt metal in the room. You think the thing's gonna explode?
But that's because Adam does be on his PlayStation like fucking 18 hours of the day.
I honestly, if I put an egg on my PlayStation, it would probably cook it.
Man, that is
I might do an
crazy.
experiment like that one day.
We need to try it.
I'm afraid to clean my fucking PlayStation. There's just gonna be so much dust.
Man, you open
Yeah.
it, it's just like a tiny family of cockroaches. Man. You're just like, oh fuck.
Please don't hurt us.
My brother actually got a spider, and he has cockroaches. Like,
I see. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
it's really weird because not only does he has to feed the spider cockroaches, but he also has to feed the cockroaches so they stay alive for the
That's
spider.
so weird, man.
That's horrible, man.
Oh Jesus! Is
Like,
it
it's-
tarantula, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tarantula.
Jesus, man. I would move out.
I would. I'm not staying down anytime soon.
Man, yeah, just imagine walking by the tank and it's just not in it. And you're like, oh my god, it's airborne.
That would be pretty terrifying in all fairness.
It's alive.
It escaped.
Yeah, but like you feed the cockroaches scraps, and he told me today, for some reason, a cockroach died. Like the other cockroaches were eating it.
Oh my god.
I know. Like he
Cannibalism.
he put carrots in their fucking thing, and the carrots were still there. They're all just eating like one cockroach.
Oh my god, man, that is disgusting.
His spider is actually nice. Like it doesn't bite. It's not like a fully developed adult yet.
Has it bitten anyone?
No.
They'd be dead, bro.
I feel like tarantulas don't really bite though. They're not meant to like.
Some do. Like this
Only out
spider,
in the wild, like.
because it's really small, it would rather run away, and then as it gets older, it would shoot hairs in your face. But it would always shoot hairs in your face before it ever bites you.
Yeah.
So yeah, like this spider is just walking so slow in your hand, and the door will bang, and it goes. Boom.
I mean, like it'll jump or something.
Yeah, it will jump. It will fucking.
Nah, man, I'd
fly
shit
away
myself if
across
that
the
happened.
table,
Like,
man.
nah, if that happened, man,
That's
I'd be
terrible.
out there. Like,
Man, the thing would drop on the ground and it'll be dead.
Do you ever see that video?
If
of
it jumps,
the-
I jump.
yeah, exactly.
You ever see that video of the guy doing the top tens? It's like, if I ever saw that thing in my room, I'd stop on it till it was a big brown stain.
Yeah.
It's the same dude who did the Burger King footless.
He used to do creepypastas, that guy.
Man, I
Wait,
think he's like he's self-aware. I think because
I think
he's
he
been
realizes.
he's been doing videos where he just fucking does that. Like,
fucking hell. I haven't seen him in years.
man, I'd love to like if he had like a Fiverr thing, he'd be making millions. Because he
Yeah,
could
but
just go on Fiverr and say things for people.
Man, if you're an artist, Fiverr is a really good, like, platform.
Yeah, man. Like, no, just imagine, right? Like, happy birthday.
That guy's a rapper now.
Is he?
Yeah.
I
He has
know
a
what.
song. His thing is the Chili's, and he made it rap called Burger King Foot Lettuce. He even
Oh
made a
my
trap
God.
remix.
That's crazy.
He also did Swap Meet, Sidelined, Stranger, and Dreamland.
This man is expanding his palette, man.
Fair
I've
enough.
never listened to any of those songs.
I will never listen to any of those
I don't
things.
think I want
mean,
to
There's
listen
no
to
plan
them.
on it.
Power to the guy, we might get him on the show.
But imagine the rap dude make like just like number 15 Burger King foot lettuce.
Burger King.
Here's a sample of the chorus.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't need to read that.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was right.
Number
I
15,
can't
Burger
wait.
Burger King Foot Lettuce. Number 15, Burger King. This guy, man.
I could just imagine, you know, like just the Gucci gang beat, but like Burger King. Like
Yeah.
foot lettuce.
Alright, man. What a guy. Legend of a man.
Living me.
Beast of a man.
Thank you for existing.
Sound out, man.
Yeah,
So,
man, he supplied money memes.
what was the first game you played in your account, on your YouTube?
Battlefront 2.
Ooh.
And as far as I know, you have a few records on that. And you worked really hard for your first one. So
I
tell us
actually-
about that.
Oh yeah, was it? I had a record with one of the tanks. I spent like 1 or 2 days trying to get that. But because it's a tank, like the tanks are really OP in the game, so
And what was the
But
record?
is that the overall tank record?
yeah, I don't think it's changed.
So what was it like? What was the record?
It was 40 something in the 40s.
What, kills with a tank, was it?
Yeah,
Jesus, man.
man, that was hard. Like people
That's mad.
would deliberately go after you, especially with like that. This was like when the game not really first came out, but it was like halfway through
Yeah.
since it was released, and
Hmm.
people weren't having tanks, man. They really weren't having tanks.
Christ, man. Bit controversial, that game at the start, wasn't it?
I know, yeah, because the loot boxes. Even though
Yeah.
they removed the loot boxes, it's still known for the loot boxes. Like you get me.
Yeah. Wasn't it? I can't remember. Didn't you have to pay for playable characters?
Yeah, you
Like
have to
heroes
pay.
and villains? Yeah.
That's not on.
It was
Man,
like
that's,
it,
that,
it
I
was
think that's... Yeah, go on.
it was in-game currency, but you got the currency from playing, and it would just take way too long.
Yeah, or you could buy it on the store, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Just...
Which did you do?
I started to play. They released an update. This was before all this because this was like November, October when the game first came out, and everyone was
Yeah.
talking about these problems. By the
Mhm.
time December came in, they fixed everything, so you couldn't buy heroes anymore. They were already all unlocked.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, so that's when I started to play.
Yeah, because that started, like, I remember that started a huge thing, even with, like, CSGO. Like, every game has changed its loot box system now since that.
I know EA was brought the core over it,
I know, I remember that was mad.
and they also have the most downvoted comment on Reddit.
Oh,
It's like
Jesus,
world
man.
record. It was put in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most downvoted comment.
That's horrible.
Well done. Well done.
I know they've been doing stuff in their other games as well. Because I had Battlefield 1, and that was... Battlefield 1, that came around the same time as Battlefield 2, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And after that whole thing, they just started giving DLC away for free, like,
yeah.
just
I
in
don't
an
mind that.
effort to
I
get
think that's
back
a good
people.
idea.
They gave it away on Xbox for free as part of the Game Pass. You
Yeah,
get
like I
one
was
free game every month, and that was it.
like every few weeks or so, you'd get like I think there was like 4 or 5 DLCs for Battlefield 1, and I think I have all of them now.
Not
And I
bad.
didn't pay a dime for one, man.
What do you think about Battlefield 5?
I've only played the beta.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think the trailer killed it.
Which
yeah.
trailer?
You remember the trailer that everyone was freaking out about, where like you won't have the prosthetic arm and everything,
Oh,
was-
and it
yeah.
wasn't like historically accurate.
It wasn't historically accurate, but you know, if you talk about it, you'd be deemed, a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
She was missing an arm, and she was a woman in the front lines, and historically that just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I don't really understand that kind of stuff. Like, I know why they wanted to do it to appease to like the SJWs and all.
Yeah.
now,
But
I
why?
understand people doing it. Like it makes someone feel more included. The guy's missing an arm and he plays video games. He sees a character missing an arm, he'll feel more included.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they also tried to appease to the SJWs, and
Yeah.
the reality of the fact is that they don't even play these games. They just love to.
They just talk shit about it. Like,
Same happened
Yeah.
in Modern Warfare before it came out, because a kid killed an adult in the campaign.
Yeah, and there was a lot of controversy over one of the kill streaks. It was white phosphorus. People were going crazy about that.
Yeah,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I
I
think it burns your lungs and stuff.
there was
yeah, there
some
was a
game that had that in it, and you did it to civilians. It was the most controversial thing in
Jesus.
gaming history.
Oh my god,
that is
I'm serious.
crazy, man. That is
I don't know what the game
fucked
was,
up, like.
but
madness!
But I remember there was another thing in Battlefield 5 that was like really controversial. Do you know the war stories that they brought in Battlefield 1,
Yeah,
and they had them in Battlefield 5 as well?
yeah.
There was some conflict in Norway. I can't remember what it was, but there was like it happened in real life. But there was this like it was a platoon of like men who went in and like saved all these people or something. I can't remember the exact story now.
Mhm.
But for the war story, they replaced it with a mother and a daughter, and never mentioned the platoon that actually went in and did it.
that's not really fair.
Yeah.
Oh, the war story
So
for the campaign.
Yeah,
Oh,
and everyone was fucking so pissed over it.
yeah. Battlefield 5 was weird. Like normally in Call of Duty games, I always play the campaign first before the
Yeah.
multiplayer. But I don't do that with Battlefield.
I did it with Battlefield 1.
Yeah, I did it with Battlefield 1, definitely. Yeah,
That
but
was a
not with
very good
Battlefield
campaign.
5. Yeah, it was.
I was actually surprised because I'd never played a Battlefield game before. Like my only experience with Battlefield was that one of my brothers had Battlefield 3 on the PlayStation 3, and that's like pretty much the only experience I had with Battlefield 3. But then, or Battlefield in as a whole, like, and then the Battlefield 1 trailer came out at the same year Infinite Warfare came out.
Mhm.
Which was
And I saw the Infinite Warfare trailer, and I was like, I'm not fucking having that, man. There's not a chance. So I bought it. No, I think Thomas bought it first, and I played it at his house, and I instantly just loved it. Like, and I got it a few months later, and then I grinded that game for like months. I got
Yeah,
like all the snipers and everything, and just got like thousands of kills on the snipers
wait, on Battlefield 3?
on Battlefield 1
Oh.
with all the like Lee Enfields and stuff like that, and I was just like, I loved it, and the war stories were class as well. But
Wait, did you
then
ever play online in Battlefield 3?
I think I played it once before, but like
Um,
it's nothing like Battlefield 1. And
I
I thought
know.
it'd be similar, and I was like, oh fuck, man. I went into it, I was like, I'm so bad.
Man,
But I
when I got
played
Battlefield 3,
yeah.
I forget which year it came out, but by that time,
Mhm.
there was no secure Wi-Fi established in my house. In
Oh
my
god.
household at that time, I didn't even know multiplayer existed, so I would just play the campaign and just replay it.
Jesus, man. That's what I used to do
Hardest
with them.
difficulty every time.
Jesus, man. No, when the Battlefield 5 Battlefield 5 had an open beta, didn't it? So anyone could download it and play it, I think.
Not bad.
And
Wait, an open what?
it had an open beta. So like you didn't have to pre-order it or pay for anything to play the beta.
Oh,
And I played this was after the trailer came out. I think that's why they made the trailer like the beta free. Cause like they knew there was no one was gonna buy it pretty much. But I played it and the multiplayer was solid, like, to be honest. Like all I really did was, do you know the way you could like spawn in a Stuka?
Yeah.
Like all I did was dive bomb people because
What?
I don't know why it was so satisfying. Like because I had never played a game before where it like had the noise when you dive bombed, and I
Oh
was like,
yeah, yeah.
that class. Like
Stupid
me and
saying.
Thomas used to do it, and
You
then
know that
after
map?
that I just didn't buy it.
You know the map, Panzer Storm?
I don't think I do know.
It was a map that got released, and it was the main focus on tanks, and I would just get in the gun pods and just clap all of them.
Fuck's sake, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
this would be so fun.
but yeah. So what's Battlefront 2 like nowadays after all the controversy and shit like that?
It's actually fine. There's a couple of bugs still around.
Yeah,
Uh, I think not a lot of games, but definitely some of the big ones nowadays have a lot of bugs, like
yeah.
still in them.
And I'd seen that you got what was it on 119 kill streak, was it? With
With
Grievous?
118.
118. That's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Yeah,
That
we
must have
actually
taken
went
ages
back
to
and
do.
commented on one of your videos because we wanted you to break a record again.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
The exact quote was, it was old world record, yeah, for Ray.
Yeah.
What was it? I said, break, go back and break it again, you mong.
Sick, man.
I don't know, man. I don't think I want to invest as much time in the game anymore, especially since it's been cancelled. Like, I still might upload kill streaks every now and again, but
Yeah.
If you're
like
not
going
enjoying
from,
it, like,
yeah,
that's the reason.
and there used to be a lot of cheating in the community,
Mhm.
and people would upload world records, and they wouldn't be world records.
Yeah.
So
So, does the
yeah,
community counter those?
no, like the casual players who just like to watch kill streaks, they counted them, but the
Yeah.
kill streak community, they didn't really accept it.
Would you say
Fair
the
enough.
community's big?
Oh yeah, it's pretty big, especially since December when they released their celebration pack, and you buy it and you get all the skins free. That was to bring in new players,
Yeah.
and it worked for the most part. It did work.
Yeah. And did you play the original Battlefront, like the first one?
Yeah, I played that.
How different is it to the second one?
How did they compare?
Oh, it's so different. Well, I didn't play. I did play the first one a lot, but they released like DLC in like classic EA fashion, and I never bought the DLC, so I never got the full experience.
Yeah.
So I just played
Really?
the base game for like, yeah, I just played the base game.
Fair enough.
What do you think of the new Star Wars game that came out recently?
Which one?
What's it?
Fallen Order, was
Jedi
it?
Fallen Order.
Oh, it's good, man, but I think it's overrated, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen a lot of things about it.
Like it's good as a Star Wars game. I like it's kind of like Assassin's Creed, just missing some stuff, and
Yeah.
that's what I like. But the Order 616 is so overhyped.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
seen
agree with
clips of
that.
Yeah.
Like it just happens, and then what? Master Tapal is like, oh, the clones have betrayed us. Like straight away. Oh, he knows. Good man yourself. You know. Yeah. Gee, don't care.
I get you, man. Yeah.
There's no
Order 66 is still cool though, but like
Yeah.
they did it wrong.
Fair enough. Yeah.
They did some bits wrong anyway.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the new films?
Oh, trash.
What do you
Which
think
one's your
is the
favorite?
yeah?
No
What do you think
comment.
is the best one?
The best one, I like Force Awakens a lot.
Yeah.
It did leave a lot to desire, but it was the best. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
have to be honest. Force Awakens was my first Star Wars movie.
You for real?
really.
How?
Yeah, man. So that shit, I was like, oh, I was like, fucking, I was like oohing and ahhing over that shit, man.
That was
And
your
then I went
first
back.
one. You start hating Star Wars.
Oh, no, I liked it because yeah, what you said, Jared, it was gonna set a lot of things up, and then as other movies came out and they turned to be really bad, people came back to Force Awakens and they shit on it. They're like,
Yeah,
oh, it's just a reskin, and it is, but still, it was
it
fun to
is,
see
but
that stuff.
they do add some other aspects to it, like
Yeah,
with the whole Finn being a stormtrooper and stuff like that. Like
yeah, that would have been
it's
so cool, but
interesting things
they never
to
developed it.
Yeah. That's one thing I hated about Rise of Skywalker. Because
Do you
like
think that Finn should have been allowed to die in The Last Jedi?
no.
No.
I think they
I
should have
think
developed this character way more over the trilogy because like if you look back at the promotion material, you'll see in every poster and stuff Finn's holding a lightsaber.
yeah,
Right? And then they just never like I think what he used was it Anakin's lightsaber in the first one? Or
yeah, it
Luke?
was Anakin's.
Yeah, Anakin's lightsaber in Force Awakens. Then he just got the shit kicked out of him by Kylo. He just
He did a good
destroyed
job,
him,
though.
like he absolutely shit on him. Yeah, I mean he did a good bit to like hold him back, but like he's still shit on him.
Oh, and Kylo used the way his lightsaber is just like a old medieval sword. He used like the side blades that go into his shoulder. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think to be honest, one of the best things to come out in a trilogy is Kylo's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because of the cracked kyber crystal and the way it's just like so like when you see it or hear it, it's
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
just so angry, like fucking yeah.
it doesn't
But
sound like normal lightsabers. It
yeah,
cracks
because it just sounds so like
evil.
uncontained. Like yeah, it's so much darker than the other ones. Like
Yeah.
to be honest, but
Only thing I can compare it to in terms of coolness is the dark saber,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
which made its first live action debut in The Mandalorian. Towards the end
it,
of it,
it was in the Clone
oh
Wars before,
man, you ruined it.
if you haven't seen The Mandalorian by now,
I've
all
seen
the
the
time we
first.
have,
I've seen the first 4 episodes.
it's not major to the plot. It's just kind of an Easter egg.
All right, grand. Thank God. But
It's kind of a thing for Star Wars or Clone Wars fans to be like,
I get you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but no, like, yeah. If you look back in every single poster, Finn's holding a lightsaber, and then at the end they just like, they leave it to be like, oh yeah, well, he's actually not force sensitive in any way, shape, or form, and it's like, all right, fuck you, like,
but then they retconned it in the last movie.
yeah, what was he supposed to be able to use the Force or something?
No, he was force sensitive. And
Yeah.
then also in that movie as well, when they went on one of the planets where the Death Star is, and he found other
yeah,
like storm who defected. Like that's the first time we've seen like that kind of arc since The Force Awakens, and it's
yeah.
really like it just makes no sense. It's not
Too little,
interesting
too
at
late.
all. Yeah, too little, too late. Exactly.
Like they could have done that in Last Jedi and then finished
Mm.
it in Rise of Skywalker.
It's a shame
But
they didn't.
when did they show that he was force sensitive in the last one?
Well, I said through the whole movie, he wanted to tell Ray something, and he.
Oh,
was
that was
never.
it, was it?
Yeah, it was never.
People thought it was he was going to say like he loves her, but in reality, it was
Yeah,
he was Force
Oh,
sensitive.
what
I
did?
thought he was gonna say he loved her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think everyone did. Like,
But
I
no,
feel like
you fucking
Force
pervs.
Awakens was like for people who loved the original trilogy and they wanted more of the same.
I don't even like the original trilogy, to be
And
honest.
I don't either.
no, I think it's all right because like in a way you have to like it, right? Because like it
Yeah,
was the first thing. Like it, no one had ever done anything really like that before.
The Empire Strikes Back it's the highest rated Star
And
Wars
like,
movie of all time.
yeah.
It's on the IMDb top 250.
yeah,
Damn.
It's pretty high up there.
because like
No, like I like the story, but the fact that it's old, I just can't watch old movies.
it's
They're
such
so
a long
boring.
shot for the time. Like,
Yeah,
Old sci-fi movies don't work very well. Like Indiana Jones works fine. It's old, but no,
yeah,
Star Wars doesn't do very well.
Alien works fine.
it's still like, but
Very
it's
Yeah.
still like a
first-
classic.
Yeah, classic.
Just to think of the influence it had on pop culture, like it was huge.
And
You know
still
the way
does.
You can't go anywhere now without seeing something Star Wars related.
it's very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the last one, I feel like Force Awakens was for like people who wanted more of A New Hope and stuff like that. And then The Last Jedi, they were just trying to like kind of, I don't know, do more like they were kind of doing a bit of like, nostalgia,
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
callbacks and stuff like that. And
nostalgia.
then Rise of Skywalker is just a nostalgia movie, just a
It's a
nostalgia.
complete shit show.
And
That's what it is.
then like connecting to other ones, because like how many things did we see in Rise of Skywalker that were in the original trilogy or the Clone Wars or something like that?
Yeah.
Like that scene with all the ships, as well, like as good as I think like now, it was decent, right?
Hmm.
Because like obviously when you're in the cinema and you see like hundreds of these ships show up, you're gonna be like, oh fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was just for people to spot ships from other things, like other films and other like TV shows and stuff like that.
Dara, had you seen the other movies at this point before you seen Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, I'd seen all of them.
Like the big ship scene at the end, it's cool, and it would have been way cooler if we hadn't seen that before. We've seen that in Rogue One. We've kind of seen it in Return of the Jedi, like the Battle
Yeah.
of Endor. It's just old.
But it does like. I suppose what I'm saying is it hadn't been done on that scale before.
Yeah,
Like that was like those were big, but this was like massive. And just bringing all the Star Destroyers and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to say it was amazing. I think now, as bad as I think the Last Jedi was, the Holdo's sacrifice was the best thing to come out of that film.
I thought that was cringe.
No, not even that. Like, not even that she died or whatever, right? But just the part where it goes silent.
Yeah, that was a cool scene.
I thought like that was when I was in the cinema. I was like getting shivers, like because of that. And that was the only good scene in the film.
I remember seeing like thumbnails of videos in my recommended. It was like, if this can happen, and it showed that scene, then why
Yeah.
can't this happen? And it showed like the old movie, like Luke with X-wing and like an arrow pointing into Death Star. There's a big X on the Death Star.
Oh my god,
Like,
man!
it fucked up so many things.
Like literally, all right. So in Rise of Skywalker, we literally got the exact same scene from Luke lifting the thing in Dagobah.
Yeah.
Just rehashed. Back to Tatooine, back to Palpatine. Fucking just so many things. It's just a nostalgia film, like.
It was a shit show.
Yeah, the Palpatine saga now. That's what this whole
Yeah, like what the
one of my
fuck.
movies are. The Palpatine saga.
Nice.
And then the prequels. I think the prequels are good, but I feel like they've just been memed to absolute shit.
That's
That
why
every
they're
time
good.
you watch them now, you can't help but laugh at like every scene.
First or
Like-
second movie can't.
The third movie,
You would have to get me
the
severely
biggest
intoxicated to sit through a whole fucking viewing of those movies.
especially the first one. Man,
Worst
with
thing is you
Jar Jar
don't
Binks and shit.
First thing is what?
So worst thing is you don't drink either.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that third film is so funny on so many levels.
The third
The
film is
things that happen. I think in the third one, every 10 minutes there's a meme.
Even more.
Like
How
this
can
is
you be
where
on
the
the
fun
council
begins.
and not be
Do
on
it.
Or how can you
Like-
be a master or not be on the council?
Like it's so fucking stupid, but it's so funny.
Take a yeet, young Skywalker.
Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Ironic. And just Palpatine himself has become a meme as well. Like, just if you think of the prequels and think of the amount of Palpatine meme, like we've got unlimited power. I am the Senate. The tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Which is one weird story.
Ironic. It's so
It seems in your anger you posted cringe.
like, oh my
Oh
god,
my god.
it's so good.
Yeah, that's why I like those movies as well. It's the meme value.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's the thing about Star Wars as well. Like, what they've done in the recent movies, like the visuals and the sound is really good, but a lot of people like Star Wars for the story.
Yeah,
Now, some people,
and they just fucked the story out the window.
yeah, they fucked the story. They do
Honestly,
it completely wrong.
just they kick it in the face. They beat it to an inch of its life, and then they'll take some of it as.
Man,
Like
honestly, I was hoping for Rose to die in the last one.
yeah, same.
I was just like, every time she was on screen, I was like, please kill her off.
She wasn't as bad in that movie, but maybe that's
It was
just because she
so
was
bad.
really in
Yeah,
it.
because
I'm
she
sure
had
she's a
about
great
7
actor, but
minutes of screen
they
time.
ruined her. They made it a
Yeah.
very typical character,
Everyone was bullying her over it as well. I felt bad for that.
which is horrible.
But like,
Hayden-
god damn,
Hayden
man.
Christensen came out about that.
I seen that, yeah.
Yeah, after he made Little Italy, which is a great film.
I actually haven't seen it. I'll be honest.
I haven't seen the Little Man. I've never heard that film before.
Man, I haven't heard of Hayden Christensen since the prequels.
Yeah.
It was his best movie. I'll just say that.
And I feel bad, to be honest. Because he just
Well-
became a living meme after the prequels, man.
He's been cast for the Kenobi TV series.
Has he?
Oh, thank
No way.
God.
With
I'd love to see him back again.
with Ewan McGregor.
Yeah. So
Fuck, man,
basically,
that's class.
it's probably going to be something like, I don't know. It's going to be like a vision, and then they'll add in like new footage. Or
Oh shit! Yeah, what I was
they're
gonna
haunted by a ghost of a burnt up Anakin or something.
Yeah. What I was gonna say was, do you know the part in Rise of Skywalker when they're all talking to her
Yeah.
What's
at the
up
end?
with this guy?
Would have been so much better if they'd just have Force Ghosts.
I know.
Because I remember Thomas saying it beforehand. He was saying, if at the end of the film, when she held up the lightsaber, right? If they had all the Force Ghosts touching the lightsaber as well, or just a few of them even.
Oh yeah.
And then I was seeing people having the Force Ghosts of all the Sith Lords behind Palpatine.
Ooh.
And I was like, that would have been so much better than what we got.
I don't think we mentioned that Thomas isn't here.
Oh yeah,
He's not incredibly quiet. He's just not here today.
yeah.
He got into a horrific accent, and now he's new for life.
Jesus Christ. No, he'll be back in tomorrow's episode. Don't worry.
A little sprinkle of podcast magic. He'll be back tomorrow.
But yeah, anyway, that would have been 10 times better than what we got. Now, I think what we did get was alright, even though I couldn't even, like, hear half of the voices. I mean, there was some of them that were so obvious that you could just make them out, you know?
Yeah.
Like Qui-Gon Jinn. You could hear him instantly. You knew who it was. Like.
One thing I
Samuel
got
Jackson.
was Ahsoka's voice was there, and she doesn't have an on-screen death, obviously. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and what?
Wait, was your voice there? I thought I heard.
Yeah,
that.
apparently it was.
Oh.
Because at the end of Return of the Jedi, there's a scene in Rebels where she's like in her 40s, so that means she died soon later,
But she's
So-
coming in for Mandalorian though.
which is 5 years after
The
Return.
Empire Falls, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, or what is it? What's the first one? What's the first in the new sequel trilogy?
The
I don't
first
know.
thing
I have
I think.
no interest for the new sequel trilogy.
I think it might be Finn. Oh yeah, it is. It's do you know when they're looking for the map to Luke Skywalker on that planet? Like Kylo Ren lands on it and shit.
Anyway, she dies before she's 60. So,
Fair
Oh.
enough.
and Rex is going to be in the new Mandalorian series, but he's going to
Yeah,
be like the
We
equivalent
were
of being
talking about that
70.
earlier.
So what do you reckon they're going to do next with the films? Because like obviously the Skywalker saga has come to an end. So
Man, I don't care honestly.
well,
Like,
they're gonna.
Star Wars is meant to be about Anakin and the Skywalkers.
Yeah,
I heard that they're making the new movies, and it's not going to be about Skywalkers. And it's
Yeah,
like, just
those
don't
guys are
care.
money hungry as fuck. Like anything Star Wars, they're gonna try and catch in on it. Like.
Yeah, like,
So they're definitely going to make more
Movies.
movies, regardless whether it's in the next 10 years, the next 20 years. They're definitely going to do it. Now, I don't know if they're going to. Yeah, like they could do new ones and kind of have little nods to the original ones, or what? Or
yeah, like cameos.
and I hate to say this, I hope they never do it, but they could reboot the entire saga.
I'm kind of okay with
We
that.
know it's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, now that they know all the events that happen, if they changed it or adapted it so it fit together better, fucking do it, man.
I don't know, man, because like there's never really been a saga before that's been rebooted. This like in
Yeah, this biggest saga.
yeah, this biggest saga that's been rebooted. That's what I mean. Yeah, because like Indiana Jones wasn't rebooted,
Yeah.
Thank God.
and Star Trek was rebooted,
And
but I
failed.
think
It went okay.
but I think it was still in the original universe. So
Yeah, and was it you who said that they kind of know everything now, or was it you, Dara?
it was Jared that said that we
Yeah.
kind of know the whole story now.
Yeah, but they clearly don't. They want to change different things, like in the Disney comics and Disney Star Wars comics that they're putting out now. They're stealing ideas off of fans and they're not giving credit to them at all.
That's fucking bullshit, man.
I noticed that actually.
Yeah,
I think like they could do if they
Some
were
guy,
gonna reboot it, they could have done like they could do like an MCU style kind of thing.
some guy made a theory about the Last Jedi before it came out, or of Rise of Skywalker just before it came out, and
Yeah.
that ended up being the entire plot.
Jesus Christ, man.
And no, his video kind of blew up after.
The fact that it's become that predictable is kind of horrible.
Like
the
he just
movie was leaked though. It was leaked before 2 or 3 weeks before it actually came out.
yeah, but it gets leaked all the time, man. And then they're never right. Sure, there was leaks that Mace Windu would appear in it, and didn't happen.
There's another director. I don't know who it was. It was wasn't if this director like directed it, it wouldn't have been called Rise of Skywalker. It would have been called Duel of Fates. And near the end, Admiral Hooks he has Mace Windu's lightsaber and he kills himself with it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Why would he have that?
he's like he collects all four subjects because he wants to be force sensitive, but he's not. So then the First Order is like, it's at the end of the movie, and the First Order is being defeated, and he just kills himself with a purple lightsaber.
That would have been crazy.
But
Yeah, but we assume his Mace's because we've never seen a purple holds
Yeah.
a purple lightsaber other than Mace Windu.
Yeah.
fair.
But
Not in the movies anyway.
yeah, didn't he just get shot in
Wait,
the
what?
new
I
trilogy?
don't even remember how that guy died.
I think he got shot with a blaster because they found him out as being the spy.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
think Kylo shot him or something.
Yeah, like
no,
what
it
a
was one
shit.
of the admirals.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, what a shift way for him to die. Like he could have been used so much better,
I know.
and he
Well,
actually was a good actor in it. I have to admit.
It was Donald Gleason, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
Isn't he the Irish dude?
he is.
he
Yeah,
is. It'd be great to get on this.
he was also in Black Mirror,
Oh, wasn't
And Ex Machina
Yeah.
as well.
and he
Great
was in. I think he was in one of the Christopher Robin movies. I don't think it was the Disney.
Jojo Rabbit as well. Or not Jojo Rabbit. What was the other Rabbit movie that came out?
Peter Rabbit.
Yeah, Peter Rabbit, not Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, nah.
Oh,
I was like, hold on, what?
big
Dara,
hit.
what's that movie thing we did last year in school for sixth year?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yeah, he's in that.
He was in that as well. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
He's a
Oh,
good
what's
actor.
his name?
He's with Saoirse
Jim
Ronan.
something.
Yeah, Saoirse Ronan.
He was meant to be with Saoirse Ronan, but they didn't end up being together.
And they're both great actors.
Yeah. I have to admit, like the acting, most of the acting in the new trilogy is good. It's just the story that is fucking ass, man.
Honestly, the point where it crossed my line was when The Last Jedi, when Leia gets flown out into space and she flies back in. That was it for me.
Yeah, that was
That's where it ended. You were like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I have no respect for this new trilogy. After that,
I feel bad. Have you seen John Boyega in interviews and shit?
yeah,
He's so pissed off about it. Like they're like, "Oh yeah,
made a
would you ever come back as a Finn?" He's like, "Oh no, man, you're not going to Disney Plus me." I was like, "Oh fuck."
He made a joke on Twitter after The Rise of Skywalker came out. It was like, Now that Kylo's gone, Finn can lay some pipe with Ray or something
Oh
like that.
yeah, that went crazy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He just went off the rails. He just didn't give any
He
fucks.
just doesn't care about it anymore.
Playing pipe, man.
So,
What a guy.
imagine how happy you'd be done, like if you were done with it. Like you're done with the possibly the most hated Star Wars trilogy out of
Yeah.
3, and you're a part of that, and you just finished it. Imagine how happy you'd be, like.
And that's the thing that I like about the Mandalorian and the Clone Wars. It shows that like Disney, before like Clone Wars was rebooted and Mandalore came out, they just saw it like as them losing money. But Mandalorian proves that a good Star Wars works. Like not the new trilogy because it's not a story. It's a fuck fest. To be honest, that's what it is. I can't describe it any other way.
Well, I've only seen it 4 episodes, and the 4 episodes that I've seen are fucking incredible. Like,
Besides,
Yeah,
High- honestly, one of the highest quality TV shows I've seen, like in terms of like
it's
budget,
brilliant.
even.
Only thing that beats it for me in Star Wars content is the last season of the Clone Wars.
yeah.
But Mandalorian season 1 is definitely in my top 2.
No man, it's incredible. Like, I didn't think that a TV show could be produced to that quality. Like, it's literally like every episode is like a mini Star Wars film. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
because of Jon Favreau, because he's a great director.
oh yeah, I forgot he directed those. Yeah,
And if Kathleen Kennedy directed The Mandalorian, no, over. Sell sours again, because it's over, man.
Amazon buys it this time.
don't Amazon own Netflix now? Is all I think.
Apparently.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? So Jeff Bezos now owns Amazon Prime and Netflix, and I think Hulu as well.
Man,
This
I'd rather
man,
Disney owned it.
and if he's buying stuff, he's gonna fucking rule the world. He's gonna have. Isn't he the richest man?
I believe he is or was.
Like,
He could still
holy
be.
shit, he's just buying everything.
Did you see that? Like fucking what is it? The richest woman in the world is Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, and she got her money through divorce.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was like, oof. Yeah,
man, that sucks.
yeah. So he's the world's wealthiest person for the 3rd year in a row.
Yeah, so that's a tip,
36
guys.
billion worth of his
Get really
Amazon
rich,
stock.
don't marry. Don't marry.
Yeah, look, 36 billion worth of his Amazon stock went to his ex-wife Mackenzie Bezos.
Yeah.
He's worth 113 billion.
Do you remember when the Australian fires were happening, and like celebrities were donating, like they're donating around
Yeah,
a
yeah,
million, and then Jeff Bezos
yeah.
donated
Mhm.
like 690,000 grand, and everyone freaked out. 'Cause he was like the richest man, and he donated the least.
Like, I honestly, like, I get why people would freak out, but I see no point in that because, like, that is still an absolutely massive amount of money. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, people argue that he could have given more, but like, 690 ain't nothing to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the richest man in the world gave you 690,000, are you gonna complain? No. So
Hold
stop
a
being a little
gun to his
bitch
head
about
and ask for more.
it. Like, sick, man. Yeah, no, I was seeing stuff about that as well. I think they did it with Bill Gates as well. They said the same thing to Bill Gates because he's one of the richest people in the world, and I think him
Is
and
he
his
still
wife
alive?
donated like, yeah, he's still alive, man.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I keep getting him confused with Steve Jobs, because I know Steve Jobs is dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. Steve Wozniak is still alive though. Tim Cook, CEO of Apple now.
How did he die?
I actually can't remember. I think
I think it was.
I think he just got sick.
I thought it was cancer. I don't know.
Pancreatic cancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Fucking hell.
Fuck, they can.
Rip, brother, rip.
Yeah, man. But fucking. Sure. Apple's after buying out Beats as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they bought out Beats.
He's
I
come-
think 2 or 3 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So now I think automatically, anytime you buy a pair of Beats and you have an Apple product, they automatically connect.
Not too bad.
Yeah. But I'm not one for Apple products. I feel like Apple is like the hype beast company of tech,
Mm-hmm.
because their stuff is good. It's good quality, but very overpriced.
Yeah, overpriced. Would you rather have an iPhone or a Samsung?
Samsung, man. I feel like the screens on the iPhones are just like fucking paper thin, man.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm leaving.
What? Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Ah, man.
One thing
Yeah,
I got to
like
say though is the Apple earphones are brilliant.
No,
the Apple earphones. I'm actually using them right now. Like
they're terrible.
I'm
Oh,
using
you mean the
man.
Bluetooth ones?
No, I'm using the mic off Apple earphones right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's
man.
working pretty well.
For all the phones, was it? Where's my phone? Oh, it's gone. Never mind. Was it my phone had from iPhone 7 and up? They've removed like the audio jack.
Headphone jack, yeah, and
Yeah,
it has like a lightning cable, isn't it?
yeah, so stupid.
That was their biggest mistake, like. And now you have to pay like
I'll never admit it was a
160.
mistake.
Now you have to pay like 150 euro for headphones
I
or
know.
earphones.
And all the sub companies as well that make the rip off Apple products, they pay Apple as well. Like their money, some of their money goes to Apple.
Fuck's sake, man. Yeah, no, but like this is coming from someone who's had experience with both. Like I had an iPhone before, and now I have a Samsung. Like I had an iPhone 5, I think, 5S or a 5.
Mhm.
I think it was just a 5. But I had a screen protector for it. Like first week of having it, screen protector's broken. Took
Oh,
that off, and like a month later, I drop it from like half a meter, and shit shatters.
R.I.P.
Got it fixed anyway, and
My
then
new phone, if I slammed it against the wall, if I dropped it down a flight of stairs, I'd throw it up in the orbit and send it back down. It'd be fine.
what phone is it?
It's
Uh,
a brick.
Wait, what?
Samsung J5.
Yeah, man, Samsung are crazy like for that.
And
Because
no, the battery does not come out.
yeah,
Man, you're
they changed
lucky.
that. I can't remember. They changed that after some point. I think after the S4. I think the S4 was the last one to have removable battery. I mean,
Yeah,
you
like
can still do
battery
it,
on
but
those are
it's a lot
terrible.
more effort.
Like the battery on those phones.
Say that again?
The battery on those phones were terrible.
Yeah,
Like
but that's the
the
thing, though. You
charge,
could
like
have, yeah,
they would go down so fast to charge.
Well,
yeah,
iPhones
man.
are kind of the same. Like some people have them die at like
It's as
30%.
it's as long as like it's the longer you use your phone, and the
Yeah.
more you charge it. If you charge your phone like, say you charge your phone overnight, it's going to reduce your battery power.
And if you charge it on low power mode, it fucks it up so badly. It
Yeah,
fucks it up. That's what happened to my old iPhone 6. I won't even turn on now. It fucked my phone up so badly.
yeah,
Not
man.
good,
Because
man.
I didn't
what was
even
it?
know because I thought, oh, low
Should have had a
power mode,
Samsung.
I'll charge it. But oh my god.
Yeah, but like, what was it? My phone now, I'll have to admit, the battery on it isn't that good. I have an S7, but like, it charges up really quickly. That's the thing. Like, I could have a full charge in like an hour and a half, less,
Damn.
because I have a fast charging cable with it. And
Jared, also, you're lucky that you can do that with your phone because for some reason on the iPhone 8, they've glass at the front and they've glass on the back. So if I
yeah, I
drop this,
don't see
it's
any point in
over.
that.
Yeah.
Game over.
Honestly, outside of being like most people have cases on their phones anyway. So outside being kind of like aesthetically pleasing, it has no
Yeah.
purpose.
My case fucking
Maybe
disintegrated.
it might make it a little bit lighter.
That's rough,
But
man.
like, yeah, I had like, and then the iPhone 5 shattered again, and pieces started falling out of the screen. And at that point, I was like, man, I'm getting a new phone. And lines started to show up in the screen, and then at some point, it just wouldn't turn on.
But
And
they'll
I was
dead
like, fuck
ass
this.
say
And
that the Apple is better.
I've had this S7 for 2 years, and I still haven't taken the screen protector off.
No, what I think with the Samsung phones is that you can do more. Like you can get way more apps
Yeah,
and all that stuff. But
you can
for
download APKs.
Yeah, APKs and all that, but
Yeah.
you can't do that on iPhone. But the iPhone
Yeah.
is also, I know, I think it's better quality. What do you guys think?
What,
It's
the
safer.
iPhone better
A
quality?
lot safer.
Yeah.
It is a lot safer, I'll admit that.
Yeah, oh yeah, safer.
I
Like I
feel
could
like
put a
most
million
people
balances on my phone, but not on an
most
iPhone.
people most people get iPhones for the brand though. They don't get it
Yeah,
for any like
yeah, that's what it is.
purpose. Because people like I was saying, it's like literally the hype beast of the tech world. Because if you see someone has like a HP laptop, you're like, oh man,
Yeah, but people aren't
you
pissing their
know,
pants over
good
Macs.
laptop,
Macs,
solid.
ooh.
Yeah,
First
man, people kind of are though. Like if someone sees some laptop like a MacBook, they're gonna be like, ooh, spent a lot of money on that, didn't you?
Not
Man,
really.
they're
My,
crap.
my my software lecturer teacher was ripping
Yeah,
the shit out of people who own Macs. It was
I
so
would too. Like,
it was something like we were doing some and we had to there's some on USB we had to put onto our laptops. He's like, bring in
Yeah.
your laptops. It's like if this has a Mac, it won't work. It's your own fault you bought a Mac.
exactly, man. Because Macs use different files to everything else.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Instead
what?
of having
Difficult to
instead of
use,
having a like universal document thing, they have their own Mac document thing,
which is
like
so
document file.
stupid.
It's fucking stupid altogether. Like, there's no point in it. But I feel like if you have, like a glowing symbol on the back of your laptop, everyone's like, "Ooh, shiny." It's
Yeah.
fucking stupid. Like
They gone.
you get what? I'd say the average MacBook laptop would be like €1,000, right?
Yeah.
Like if you were to buy it brand new.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I bought this laptop that I'm using right now for €250, second hand.
Yeah. Build your own Mac. Yeah. Cheap.
Nice.
And I was like, fucking, like, and it's just, even with that, remember when, was it the most recent Mac Pro? The iMac, not the MacBook,
Yeah.
with the €1,000 stand? Like, that shit is so stupid.
It's all fun and
Beyond.
games until you spill your €5 Starbucks coffee all over your Mac.
Ho ho
Man,
ho.
it's all fun and games until you buy €1,000 stand for your monitor. I honestly, why did they make it like that?
I'll be
Man,
back
if
in a second. I just go in the bathroom.
yeah, that's fine. Like
That's
if
why we
I'm
do
buying
the podcast.
like if I'm buying $1,000, like monitor stand, I'm expecting that shit to be made out of like spacecraft grade titanium, and become a helicopter when I wanted to. Like, there's no point in it being 1,000. And I think the computer itself as well was like $5,000. So like, Jesus Christ, it's gonna set you back a lot.
Yep.
I honestly don't see any point in it, man. It's all just hype.
No, honestly, that's what it is. Just
I'm saying that I wouldn't buy a
branding.
Samsung laptop. However, I feel like their phones are superior
Yep, phones are
in
good,
many ways.
but no, don't go to one group for everything.
Yeah, they have some good quality earphones. I'll say that much. But I don't think I'd be caught dead with an iPhone from now on. Because they're
I'd be the
just,
same.
yeah.
I'd be the same. Maybe for the camera. If I
Yeah.
was ever the kind of guy who has two phones, and I was for a while, but no.
Yeah, no, like, have you seen the S20?
No.
100 times space zoom. And I was like, there's like 4 cameras or 5 cameras on it or some shit like that.
Well, that's
And
crazy.
it's 100 times zoom. And I was like, what the fuck? That's overkill. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but people
it's
want
overkill, but yeah, it's very good. Like, because
to say
people,
my camera zooms in like to 100 times. That's crazy.
yeah, I have to say now, like, my camera quality has depleted over time, but it
I've
still
got water
takes some
cameras in
decent
mine,
photos.
and it's gone to poo. Used
Like,
to be brilliant.
if you zoom in too much, it all just like it looks like atoms. Like, it's so fucking weird.
Takes
It's
from the
so
screen.
weird. Like,
Yeah. Never want to be able to see the pixels.
Yeah. Like,
Whenever I go camera on Snapchat, just destroys my battery. Well, it doesn't destroy it, but it goes down a bit quicker, if you know what I mean.
man, I feel like Snapchat just swallows battery though.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does.
Because you're watching
Pokemon Go
videos,
does
you're
as well.
opening photos, you're recording stuff.
I
And then
don't
when
even
it's open in
record
the
stuff.
background, it's just even worse.
Adam has a story to tell about Pokemon Go.
Oh god,
What's that story? Oh, you mean how I got
go
banned?
ahead. Why?
Oh, I was spoofing on it, which is you get like
Yeah.
it's like an app, and it
It's like a
manipulates.
location thing, isn't it?
Yeah, location thing, and you can go all around the place, and yeah,
All around the world.
I used to do that as well. Like, I'd go to California with it and get all the Pokestops and shit. Because there's like millions of them there.
yeah, there is. But
I get
was it
all the like water type Pokemon and shit.
in the last couple of years they've updated like their
Oh,
anti-cheat
they've
system?
cracked down
Yeah, they really have.
on it. Like, it's like nearly impossible to do it anymore.
Yeah, I know.
You can still do it, but it's a lot more effort.
Like, cause an iPhone called Ice Boofer, and was it you can see Pokemon, you can see where they are, you can teleport to them, you can was it. Well, yeah, that's about it really. But on Android,
Yeah.
it's different. You can only teleport to places. You don't know where the best Pokemon are unless someone gives you coordinates to them.
Yeah.
So I think they like. Well, Niantic runs Pokemon Go. What they like to do is every banning session, they'll focus on a single app,
Mhm.
and they'll just go after everyone on the app.
I get you, yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah, I was never banned from it. I just stopped using it altogether. Like, I feel like that game had a very short lifespan.
Kind
Yeah,
of peaked again.
I mean, it kind of made a resurgence a little bit, tiny bit. Like, it wasn't anything huge. It wasn't like the start of it where it was massive. Like,
Everyone was on it. You'd see going down the town, you'd see at least 20 people on it.
yeah. But
And
like that,
exactly.
that's
And
funny to
now
see in small
it's hard to
places like
find
even
even
there.
videos posted about it. Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
thing though, because some people can't play, like they need to spoof, and that's not their fault. That's entirely Niantic's fault.
Yeah.
For just the way their the maps work.
Hmm.
And it's the same for me. Like I can't play it unless I spoof, and then I get banned. So there's no point in me going back to work to it. To, like waste all my time and money again.
Yeah, like, man, I have a Pokestop that's like literally like a 100-meter walk,
Yeah, exactly.
but there is no reception around that place whatsoever.
Sure, how are the prison players supposed to do it? Like,
Man, they don't
Jesus,
even get phones in there.
well, yeah.
in some places they do, I think.
Sure,
I've seen
they
in
sneak
like
them in some places.
yeah,
Oh wait, I know they get internet in some places. It's
Yeah,
like
probably like one public computer or something.
public computers. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Ever see the Swedish prisons? They're crazy. You do all
No.
kinds of shit there.
I was literally about to say about Swedish prisons. That shit is fucking crazy, man.
They believe in rehabilitation over
Yeah, they're all
punishment.
about rehabilitation instead of like
No, I
force.
agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Probably
in some cases, I think it could be bad, but for most
Like-
of like for small time crimes and stuff, I think
Like
that
not
is.
for serial killer, for
Oh yeah, no,
tax evasion, for
for tax evasion or robbery.
your robbery. Like a lad robs somebody. They're probably like the lowest of the low in their life.
Yeah, they're probably really poor
You
and
teach
just in
that
a
person
really bad place.
how to fix themselves up, and help, or if you make them like pay back the person they robbed from, or whatever. Obviously, you got to do like a lot of stuff to pay back the person. But
Hmm.
if you can
Yeah.
fix them from ever doing that again, fairly set. That's a good system.
Yeah, it really is.
Better
But
society as
you
well.
lock him in for 10 years. Now he's even less. Now he's more
Adam,
like
don't even say society on this podcast. We're not getting political. You say the word society, we're gonna have all the Joker people after us.
living a
It's
society.
such a different system to America's system, though.
Theirs is crazy.
Oh my god,
I would never want to
fucking
be out there.
the brutality over there is fucking just
That's what I never understand, though, is that they have probably the most serious judicial system, but a lot
Yeah.
of the worst crimes happen over there,
Oh yeah.
like mass shootings and all that.
Yeah.
And I know some states still do execution.
Yeah. Like we were literally talking about the other day, the LA riots. Have you heard about them?
I might have gone.
There was like riots. I think it was 1992, but there was riots in LA, and it was all over this man named Rodney King being beat by police. Like there was a
Mhm.
video of him. Like they just pulled him over for nothing, right? Got him out
Yeah,
of the car. I think there was 4 police officers, and they just they beat the life out of him. Like they didn't kill him now, but they
yeah,
beat him so badly. Like
Wasn't this just before the OJ case?
I'm not sure, but like so he was of African American descent, right?
yeah.
And 4 guys, for no reason, just 4 police officers took him out of the car and beat him. And they were brought to court over it, and none of them faced any time.
Jesus.
Which is
None of them were prosecuted, and it literally started riots in Compton. And like, it was such a big thing, like that they were so corrupt that none of them saw any jail time.
Yeah, but when did Martin Luther give that speech? It was like
That oh
1960s.
19.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
Like this was 30 years afterwards, so
yeah.
people still like kind of copping on, like still corrupt.
Sure, people are still copping on today. Like,
Yeah,
there's
Oh
probably
man,
quite a
even a
few
few years
states
ago
that
with
are crazy with
those
it.
riots with the police brutality and shit, that was fucking just out of question, man.
yeah.
It still goes on,
It definitely
which
still
is
goes. That's
absolutely
horrible.
fucking insane.
And that's a system that needs a bit of work at the moment.
Oh,
I'll
100%.
be honest.
100%.
Now, we're lucky that the Irish history never had anything of that sort.
Yeah.
So we don't really have those problems at all.
Yeah.
Very thankfully.
Very lucky we don't get, or executions aren't legal.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. Very true.
And we're very lucky that we can't, go out and just simply buy a fucking assault rifle.
Like, what the hell?
Man,
Like,
even
it's like
here where you can have like a low powered rifle or a shotgun, I don't think there's ever been a case of someone fucking bringing one into like a school or something.
Yeah, you like guns in
You've
Ireland.
never heard of that. Like they're just used by farmers, pretty much.
Yeah, like my dad has a gun. Yeah, he is a fucking.
pea shooter.
You know, you talk to someone in America and they're like, oh yeah, my dad has a gun. You know, an AR-15. You know, bump stock on it, pretty
Yeah,
much
but
fully automatic.
some people are really big on their guns over there. Like, they love guns. And that's the thing. It's not the fact of the gun, it's that people with mental illness
And
get hold
it's
of
the
it.
fact that it's so easy to get one.
Yeah.
It's way too easy to get a gun there.
I
Like
was in the
here,
States.
fuck. Oh my god, man.
25 quid. Shotgun.
Yeah, man,
Can't,
that is fucking wild. How can you just walk into a shop and get a shotgun for €25?
you need a license.
Still, it is fucking insane. €25 for a literal gun that can just
Yeah, no, it's
straight up
mental
murder
in
someone.
the States.
Yeah, but that's what I said. It's people who have mental illness who get hold of these
In a
guns. Because
Walmart.
it's not, yeah, it's not that hard to
And then
get a
go
gun
out to the
license
car
over there.
park and go crazy with it.
Yeah, man.
It's really fucking insane.
I mean, I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Like,
We talked about one of the states. You don't need any reason to buy a gun.
yeah.
Oh, really?
I can't remember what state it
You
was,
can just
but there
walk in
was an
and buy.
average of like 70 guns per person, per adult. And I was like, how the fuck is that even possible?
Wait,
70
I'm
guns
gonna look
per
it up.
adult in that state. I can't remember what state it was, but like, holy shit. That is just bang out of order, man. Like I feel like if you like guns, right, and you just go out and shoot them for fun, I mean,
Mhm.
that's okay as long as it's regulated. Okay?
Mm.
But, you know, people just going out and like the fact that you can just go out and buy a gun and the next day just, bring it into any populated area. Like fucking that shit is wild. And people wonder why there's like fucking armed robbery and shit.
Well, one thing that was kind of funny when we were in Germany 2 years ago
Mhm.
for Europeans,
Yeah.
we had to stay in the town, and the courses were miles away, and they
Yeah.
were in fields and woods. So we had to sit in public transport with our quivers full of arrows and our bows completely strung up.
Yeah.
Great thing is that's completely legal there.
Yeah.
I can walk around town with a bow and arrows as long as I want. I could do that for all my entire day, my entire
That's
holiday. I
brutal.
could walk around, but the moment that the arrow is in the bow, it's a firearm, and I
Wait,
can
really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of understandable though.
until that moment it's sports equipment, and
Because
I
like
can't use it
with
unless
a
I'm on a course.
Put the bow down. Put the bow down.
Pretty much, I'd never think of the bow as like a weapon, especially the modern ones, because
Yeah.
well, there's no way they're a weapon.
It can be, man, though. Like, there's some sick fucker out there who was over sharpened his fucking tip of his bow, man. Just fucking malicious intent.
I get that, yeah.
Man, could
Barb
you
tips.
actually imagine a mass shooting with a bow and arrow?
It could be done very easy.
That'd
It
be
could
horrific.
be, but
Ever,
that
ever
would.
seen
Oh
people
my god, that would be
shooting?
terrifying.
There's people who can fire 2 arrows in under a second, so I
That
feel like that can happen.
that's mental.
And what have you said to me before? By a bow, you can't pull it out. You need to pull it through. Did you say that to me before?
If you're shot with a barbed arrow, you have to push it out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
If you pull it,
ugh.
if you pull it out, it'll tear out more meat.
Isn't it like the same effect as a serrated blade?
Yes.
Yeah. That is fucking. Oh my god, man.
You know, some of them are designed to spin as well, so they just rip a giant hole through you.
Doesn't it just
Oh
it
my
causes
god!
mostly internal bleeding, isn't it?
You end up with a hole the size of a small mouse through your entire body.
Fuck that.
You know,
like,
you know the spinning cans of
holy
Coke?
shit.
You can have a hole that big in you,
How?
and it'll go through you in under a second. Blink of an eye. That's what they use for hunting. It's like ethical hunting. The faster that thing dies, the better. If I
Yeah,
shoot a deer
that's true.
with that thing, it goes through the whole deer.
Yeah.
It's out for the count. No, number one, I don't hunt at all.
Dear
I've never
for dinner, if that's the case.
But that's the idea of it. Like if I shot it with something small, it's not gonna die very fast.
Yeah. Which
I
is
need that
just,
arrow to plow through that thing and
it's
destroy.
very cruel. Look,
And you only get one shot as well.
Yeah, exactly. Only
you
one
have to be
shot.
dead accurate. Like,
No second shots.
Fucking hell.
Like a lot of people don't realize when people go hunting, most of the time people come back empty-handed.
yeah,
It's like some people go fishing; they don't want to catch anything.
exactly. Yeah. Like you can have a bad day,
Mm.
you don't catch anything, and then you could have a good day where you could get like a good few fish, like or a big fish even.
Unless you're a fucking foreigner in the canal, fucking taking the fish out and not putting it back. Yeah. You'll always have a good day then.
Jesus, man.
There is people also don't realize like deer populations don't have as many predators as they used to. So
Yeah,
humans have to be that predator these days.
yeah. It's overpopulation.
Even the Irish deers are protected.
It's with the predator prey.
Certain part of the year.
What's the name of this thing?
Like
You know
we
the
shoot-
predator prey thing where it's like a table,
yeah.
and as predators go up, the prey goes down, and then because there's less prey, the predators go down, and the prey goes up.
Otherwise, the prey goes up exponentially till they use
Yeah,
all.
so you have to cull the population. Yeah,
Thankfully, that doesn't.
They do that with predators as well. They cull the population, especially in the past. I forget which
yeah.
state it was.
Usually they introduce like if a certain population of prey gets like too many, they'll introduce a new predator.
If you ever go big game hunting, a lot of what they do is they hunt the senile, the senile animals, the ones that don't
Yeah.
contribute. So, like if there's giraffes, they're trying to keep giraffe populations up. If this one can't reproduce, it's old and it's
Yeah.
starving, it's going to
So
be killed off by
yeah,
something
that's
else
it.
in the next week.
Yeah,
A bullet through the head's going to kill it faster than 12 hyenas.
Yeah, but
man.
if
And
it's
you
if
normally have
it's
to donate
senile,
that meat to a local place.
if it's senile and it's, I know the meat would just sound pretty bad, or the meat would sounds like it would taste pretty bad.
It'd be very tough.
Probably would, yeah.
Yeah.
Meat is
Very
meat,
tough.
man. And normally it goes to like local villages or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying as well. That in the past there used to be too many wolves in one state, so they would issue like kind of like a wolf hunting season every year. Like
Yeah.
there'd be a designated time, and people would just go out and hunt wolves
It's
until the
like
population went down.
That's how
yeah, it's
different.
like
That's how hunting works in Ireland. Different
it's,
or a lot of countries, different seasons, different animals,
yeah.
and you can
Yeah.
only hunt so many. Like
It's like have you ever heard of the Emu War of Australia?
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
It's exactly like that. So like they sent out some of the army with guns
It
and
was
they
three
couldn't
people.
get them, but then they issued a bounty on them because they were a pest. And that killed way more than the army did with however many rounds. Because farmers were just able to pick them off, like, but the army would go after them in groups, and then as soon as you shot a bullet, the groups would scatter into different like formations and stuff, so you couldn't hit them like properly.
They did a strategy where they put like a tracking beacon on one, and they kill all its friends, and then they let it run off to another group, and then do the same thing.
Jesus, man.
Just keep
Jesus.
doing that. Yeah,
Wait,
because
did they do that during the Emu War? Because the Emu War was
yeah,
like after World War One, man.
yeah, they did. Well,
How the fuck did they have a tracking beacon?
wait, I don't know them. I thought I heard that somewhere.
I mean,
think
it could have been another thing, yeah.
You know what would be a great tracking beacon? Spraying it
Well,
a bright color. Don't they do that with sheep? They do it with sheep so they don't go missing. They don't chip them.
Yeah.
They probably
yeah.
do chip them as well.
Man, could you imagine a pink emu running around? Just a big bright pink emu, and its friends are like, "Yo, what the fuck happened to you?"
Hey, look, it's CJ.
CJ, guys, we think something's wrong with CJ, man. He just, he disappeared for like a week and came back. He's a different color.
Man, CJ's really freaking me out these days. What the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yeah,
He's
lad.
like,
About
"Oh, hey
10
guys."
helicopters following CJ there, lads.
he comes back. He's like, "What's up, guys?" And then all of his friends die instantly. CJ becomes like like a demon amongst other emus.
That sounds horrifying.
Imagine one of your friends just goes away, and then they come back and they're like blue, right? And then any group of friends they're around just die within like the same week.
That's exactly what those Blue Man lads are.
Blue Man Group. That's what they're up to. That's their real agenda. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, but with hunting and stuff like that, I heard of a thing and it was so funny, right? Have you ever heard of tannerite?
No.
Tannerite is like this completely legal thing, right? It's like I can't remember. It's like I can't remember. It's like a powder or something, but it comes in tubs, right?
Mhm.
And you're like, I think you add water to it or something, and then you shake it up, right? And you shoot it, okay? And it's a completely legal thing, and it blows up, okay?
Yeah.
Joe Exotic.
But
used that, didn't he?
yeah, he did use it, yeah. But people were using it for tannerite fishing, right? Where they'd put it on a rope and they'd throw it into like a river, and then they'd shoot the tannerite and just blow all the fish out of the water. And so then the government was like, "All right, we have to put some restrictions on this because
That's dangerous.
yeah, you can't just go into rivers like blowing up fish."
Here's one thing with hunting now. I think that the prey and the predator, as in the human, should
Yeah.
be put on an equal playing field. I'd be
What do you
very
mean?
in favor of bow hunting because it actually kills faster than a lot of
And
bullets.
yeah.
Because you don't shoot for the head with a gun normally. You
Yeah.
actually shoot for the internal organs like the lung and the
Yeah,
heart.
yeah,
You
I
want to
get you.
hit that.
Yeah, but the deer
you guys ever
population
hear?
isn't bad here.
Yeah, no, we're fine. Hunting is barely legal in Ireland.
Yeah,
Barely.
like you don't really see much of it.
And I don't take part. I do archery. I've done it for years, but I would
Yeah,
never.
you do bow hunting, right? But it's not actual like live
called
targets.
hunting, but it's never.
Yeah, it's
hunting.
not live targets.
Actually, you can
It's
get kicked out if you shoot an animal.
yeah,
Jesus
it's like mock up. It's mock up targets, isn't it?
Yeah, they made a
Yeah.
foam.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do some type of or they do. Sorry, they do some type of hunting, game hunting, isn't it? I know it's like people chase hares.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, because there is times around the place where it's like sanctuaries, no shooting, because they're just I think there's a sign. Do you know Mount Lucas Wind Farm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's signs around there for sanctuaries.
it's fair.
So it's like no shooting game sanctuary.
There's bog sanctuaries as well.
Yeah.
Protected boglands.
Man, who goes hunting in bogs?
And just imagine going into
No,
the
I'm
bog, throwing a bit
saying.
of tannerite in a bog hole, and just blowing all the blowing all the newts out of the bog. Like
So-
I'm going to catch me some hair today. Yeah, but
Oh,
like, thank God explosives aren't, man, because people would be throwing explosives into like foxholes and shit and just blowing the fuck out of them.
not on at all.
Fucking hell, man. I know. Have you heard of cane toad hunting?
No.
Oh my God, man. So, have you ever you watched PewDiePie, right?
yeah.
You remember when he had the cane toad,
Yeah.
Slippy? Yeah.
Mhm.
So he was on the Cold Ones podcast, and he was looking up how to keep it alive, right? Like how to keep it alive the longest,
Yeah.
and all that came up was Australian cane toad hunting. Because cane toads are a pest because they eat crops, right?
Yeah.
So like it was showing all the different methods of killing them, and he was absolutely appalled. Like they'd spear them, they'd shoot them, they'd I think they'd drown them.
That's something I actually wanted to bring up there. Spear hunting. What's your thoughts on it?
I don't
I
know.
mean, I've never seen it actually done, but like it sounds fucking crazy.
Spear hunting bears. People do that shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is that thing that actually happens? Spear hunting bears.
You can only do it within like 5-10 feet. You have to fucking sneak up on this thing with a big ass spear.
And
hope
did they
to God it doesn't
did they
turn
bring
out
like
close to
a
the neck.
did they bring like a pistol
I have no
just
idea.
in case?
I don't do it.
I mean, you'd have to.
It's more likely, or not more likely. It's more so done on boar.
Yeah,
like,
that makes
if-
sense,
if-
man. Because
if-
I don't know how the
If
fuck you're
someone's
gonna
gonna
sneak
spear
up on
hunt
a
a
bear.
bear, like you're gonna have to bring like a backup weapon just in case.
You're gonna pray to every god you know about.
Could you imagine? You sneak up on a bear, you're like 8 feet away from the bear in the
Miss.
bushes, right? And bears can climb trees, so there's fucking nowhere you're going, and they run fast as well.
Yeah.
So you sneak up on let's say you sneak up on like a 600-pound bear. It's not like a fully developed bear, you know. It's not like
Yeah,
the biggest
juvenile.
grizzly you ever. Yeah, man, you try and kill that thing with a spear and it misses, or like it just barely penetrates it.
You're
You
getting
are
your throat ripped out.
fucked, man. You are fucked.
And I
So
don't think
you'd have to bring like a handgun or some shit in case it went wrong.
I think the bear has a higher chance of sneaking up on you than you have of sneaking up on
Oh,
it.
100%, man. Like, have you ever seen videos of bears just appearing out of nowhere in the woods?
Yeah.
Because they're just so well accomplished. Like, even people say shit about tigers because they're like, oh man, fucking tiger, you know, it's orange. It's orange with black stripes. If you're out in the jungle, you're going to see that shit from a mile away. But then they show videos of tigers showing up out of nowhere in the jungle, and you're like, where the fuck did that come from?
Exactly. Even the way normal cats hunt birds, like you think, like when you go by a bird, it freaks out and it goes away. But
Yeah.
somehow a cat is able to do it just because they stay so incredibly still.
And
There
they're
was this,
completely silent.
There was this
And
case. Go on.
they go, oh yeah. Was it some cats they actually mimic the bird's
What?
sound? Yeah, they can do that.
That's
Holy shit.
terrifying.
I know.
There was
like,
this case.
like pet cats.
And that's fucking crazy. Go on, Jared, there was a case about what?
You ready for this?
Wait,
There
what?
was a case in Alberta of a man
Yeah.
spear hunting, okay?
Okay.
And it was so graphic, and the bear died like so horribly that they've tried to make it legal there.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm looking up. I looked it up now, and it's just these lads with huge. Okay, you ever see Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Remember the spearhead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the same size as that. It's huge.
Fuck.
Jesus.
It looks more like a shovel than it does a spear.
Holy fucking god,
I'm
man.
serious.
Are they
And,
trying to decapitate these bears?
No, they want to stab it in the heart or the lung.
Jesus.
And these lads are just smiling, holding spears, and they look crazy. No, it's all black bear. There's only one grizzly I see here.
Yeah.
And that's insane. Black bear are smaller than us, more likely to attack us. Grizzly, rip your fucking head off.
Yeah. I've seen videos that are like wildlife biologists or things like talking about if someone gets in a bear attack or whatever, you just play dead I mean, you're more likely to survive, but you will lose like a limb.
You lose a finger, a toe, a leg, an arm, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but
all
you're
right.
more likely to survive if you play dead.
Especially if the bear has cubs around. You are
Yeah,
both just
You are.
play dead.
That
yeah,
happened to
man.
a guy, something Hugh Glass from The Revenant.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
real story. It was a mother bear protecting her cubs.
yeah.
Attack.
Would you rather get attacked by a bear or attacked by a shark?
It depends what kind of shark.
That's a good question, man.
Now,
I feel
let's just say it's a great white shark. I know
Ooh.
not all sharks
like
attack, but think of the aggressive ones. Like I don't mean like a little
Now, what's
whale
the
shark.
context? Has this like snuck up on you, or do you see it?
Uh, man, I think an attack is an attack either way.
It's a surprise, like so.
Yeah.
No, but like, see, no, the way you could like be going through the forest and you see a bear and it attacks you, but
Mhm.
you could be like in the ocean and you don't see a shark and it attacks you.
Yeah, that's the question. That's what I'm asking. What would you
See,
rather?
if you've seen it beforehand, I think you'd be better off with the great white. I'm not gonna lie,
I don't think
because
so.
contrary to popular belief, sharks do not like human meat. They hate it. They love seal and shit like that, and that's why they attack humans. Because they
But they
think we're
might think you're a
motherfucking
seal
seals.
if you're on a surfboard.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, but
there's something in the news there I've seen. Some guy survived a shark attack because he punched it twice.
yeah, you punch it in the
Yeah.
nose and it fucks off, man, because that's their main sensor.
Yeah,
That's the
but what
most
if
sensitive part of their body.
What if it just
what if,
snatched up his entire arm?
yeah, what if it got your limb? Like it would draw in more sharks because of the blood.
Yeah, that's true, but like most times they'll go for a curious bite, right? But if you can uh react quick enough, you can get it away from you. Because if you hit a shark like once or twice, it's not going to come back.
Yeah,
You know.
true.
But
Well,
if it like
hopefully,
you cannot hit a bear. If you hit a bear, you are fucking dead. You're dead, man. You go up to a bear, punch it twice, you're getting your head ripped off, man.
yeah, but that's the thing as well. If you were being attacked by a bear, like say there's other people around you. If you're
Yeah.
being attacked by a bear, other people could help. But I don't think any
No, if
amount
you're
of
being
people in
yeah,
the
but if you're
ocean,
being
if you
if
got
you're in a
attacked by a
group of
shark, could help you.
people,
Other
if
than
you're
being at the shore, like they're not fucking grabbing spears and turning into mermaids and going after the shark, like that kind of a way.
yeah, but man, if you're in a group of it depends like all on what context you're in, because you could be in like a diving group, right?
Hmm.
And for safety, divers do bring spear guns,
Yeah,
and those spear guns are fucking powerful. Those are some powerful shit.
yeah,
So plus when you're in a group of people, if it's one shark, it's more likely not to come near you, like that close anyway. But if
yeah,
you're straying away from the group, it'll definitely come near you.
yeah,
Like it'll definitely come in for a curious bite. But if you're in a big group of people, it's like fuck, I'm no outnumbered, man. I'm not gonna try that shit.
yeah. True.
You know. But like a bear is not gonna give a fuck. The bear is just gonna be like, "Yo, fuck you! You coming near me, man? I'm gonna rip your goddamn head off." It's all about context, man. You know, because you're safer in some situations with sharks than with bears. I
Yeah,
mean, you're not really, really safe, but like you're better off in some situations because, you know, sharks don't like
yeah.
electricity.
Just stay in your room. Don't go outside. Don't socialize. Don't do anything. It'll be safe. It'll be safe for the rest of your life.
Exactly, man. If you just stay inside, and even staying inside, man, it's still dangerous, man. You could slip and break your neck.
Or a
You know.
fucking bear or a shark could break the window and come in.
Sharknado, man. Shark just comes through your fucking ceiling, just fucking bites your head off while you're sitting in bed.
Sitting there minding your business, and a jar of marmalade falls over and smashes open your head.
Man, I remember I can't remember where I heard this story, but it was like some
That-
fucking they were like talking about weird phobias, and someone was talking about like having an irrational phobia of the Great Barrier Reef. And like I could just imagine you're like laying in bed at night, you're like you know the way like if you're scared of something, sometimes you can like hallucinate
Yeah.
and you'll see the thing you're scared of. Imagine just like you're sitting in bed one night and you're just hearing waves and you're like, oh fuck, man. And you look outside the Great Barrier Reef's outside your window and you're like, holy fuck, it's the
Man,
Great Barrier Reef.
I can totally understand that phobia.
What? It's a coral reef, bro.
I know, but
No, I
wait.
mean like I get the fear of being out in it, but like just the irrational fear of the reef itself.
Oh, I'm getting confused with something else. I'm talking about what's the biggest trench in the world?
The Mariana
So,
Trench.
Yeah, I'm getting confused with that. Sorry.
Yeah, man, the Mariana Trench. Like I could see why you could be scared of that.
Yeah.
That would be fucking terrifying. Like we still don't know what's down there. I mean, there has like a submarine, like an unmanned submarine, has gone to Challenger Deep, which is the deepest part of the Mariana Trench.
Hmm.
But we still don't haven't a fucking clue what's down there, man. Like we've only recently discovered the colossal squid, like the giant squid,
Yeah.
and that shit was like myth for decades.
That's where the Kraken comes from as well.
Yeah, exactly. And people thought it didn't exist. They thought it was just like a fairy tale, man. And that shit just washes up on shore now, and people have found live, like, colossal squids
I seen some
that
the
are
other
like
day. It
100
was
foot
like
long, man.
divers found the colossal squid egg. It was like as big as their submarine. Now they had a
Yeah, man.
like they didn't have like a fucking nuclear submarine or anything, but they have like
Yeah,
little diving ones. But the egg
yeah.
was just about as big as that.
It's fucking
that's
like, oh,
insane.
no one knows what's down there. Like we know more about space than we know about the ocean in terms of what's out there.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
Like, what is it? I think only 30% of the ocean has been explored or something. So there's still a seven. There's still 70. No, I think it's less. I think it's only like 10 or something. Hold on.
wait, 10 what?
10% of the ocean.
I mean, to be honest, I'm afraid of space on the ocean,
80%
but
of the
I'd rather
ocean is
go to
still
space.
unexplored.
Damn.
Just think like about. Just think about that. We have no idea what's out there.
And
It's
what
fucking.
you were saying on the coral reefs as well is that they might not be around for much longer if the
Yeah,
world
that's
keeps
really
heating up.
sad, man. Like, cause the fucking coral reef is dying, man. Dying off, man. If you look at a picture of the Great Barrier Reef like 50 years ago, and look at one now, huge difference, colossal difference, man. Like it's all fading now. If you look at it back then, colors everywhere, man. And now it's all like going grey and shit.
Yeah,
That's
Killing
horrible.
the fucking reef. It's and that's just it's the same as like deforestation, where it's just like ruining habitats. Because you know a lot of species depend on the reefs and stuff for sustenance.
And
yeah.
I don't know
Living.
if the same works for like replanting uh,
I don't
reefs.
think it would.
Replanting forests doesn't go very well.
Yeah,
Like a lot of planted forests, they're not very diverse in their species. I can go to Rahan Woods nearby, and I can tell you literally every plant.
yeah,
I'm a bit of a plant nerd, but I
yeah,
can name most things there, and you're not dealing with many species, and nothing lives there except some birds in the canopy.
yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
what you
like,
were saying, Jared, about replanting, you can't replant coral or anything like
yeah,
that. They're really sensitive to like the ocean temperature, and that's why
yeah.
they're dying because temperature's rising up.
Do you ever see the artificial coral cages? Something for them to
No,
latch onto and grow on.
no.
I'd say
Wait,
I put it.
how does that work?
I don't know. I watched a documentary, man. I don't know.
Gee.
But nature's getting a real chance to come back these days.
Yeah, because of quarantine.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm honestly like in some ways I'm glad we're fucked. Like I'm glad we're stuck inside
Yeah, same.
because if it means shit is gonna come back and the world is gonna heal for a bit, then
Less pollution and all, air
yeah, man.
pollution.
Like the smog in different cities and stuff is just completely gone. Like I think you can see LA now from the hills without having to try. Because before it was like completely covered in smog, you couldn't see shit. even on a good day.
Doesn't
And
that kill you as well?
I would think of that place as being one of the healthiest places on earth.
Yeah,
What
but
place?
the amount of traffic, man.
What place?
LA.
Oh, I
Because they're
didn't
very
know.
health conscious.
I didn't know there was smog there. I knew it was all over the place in Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's all over the place in like Hong Kong and Tokyo and stuff like
People
that.
blame the Chinese for the smog in LA.
No. What, it drifts across the ocean? And
Yeah.
just sticks around in LA? Fuck that, man.
Like you
Yeah,
could see the smoke from the Australian bushfires went over to Chile and Argentina. So I guess smog could probably do the same.
damn.
I don't know if it's an
Yeah,
actual
but LA is also a city, so they're definitely making their own smog, whether they know it or not. Like you
Yeah.
get me.
Dublin doesn't make its own smog.
They probably do. It's just a very low amount.
Yeah, so
Obviously,
it's not
Dublin isn't as
visible.
big as Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And when you think about like the amount of people who just commute around Dublin by like bike and shit,
But how many factories do you think there are in LA? I think of more of like a
they'd be on the outskirts.
cookie place.
Yeah, like there wouldn't be. I don't think there'd be many factories actually in the city.
Yeah.
It'd all be in the surrounding areas.
Yeah,
Because even
outskirts.
that guitar that I have is from California, but it's not from LA. It's from Sun Valley or something.
Cool.
Yeah,
Would you lads ever go there?
I'd like to, but I'd never live.
Adam, if you were doing a tour with your YouTube channel, which I'm sure you might do, do you think you'd put that in your list?
What, LA?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I'd live there, but you need to have a pretty hefty bank account before you make any decisions.
Yeah,
Very true.
I don't think I'd live there though because you know, you know about the fault line, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And how every day it's like closer to rupturing or whatever. Like fuck that, man. Just imagine like one day everything you know is fucking gone, man.
Doesn't LA have
just-
a Mediterranean climate?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty
I
close.
don't know. Is it Florida or LA? Who has it? I'll check now.
I think they have similar climates anyway.
But
'Cause,
people go there for the climate, and then like just Europeans do the same. Like, man, just go to Greece. It's
yeah,
it's cheap.
fuck
Buying a
Greece.
house is really cheap.
I'd love to go to Greece, not just for the climate, but like you know,
Well,
all the
then go to
history over
Spain.
there is
It's-
fucking
You get
incredible.
Barcelona. You guys, loads of cool stuff.
Yeah, man.
Let me just check it now.
Like, oh, what was that guy's name who built the cathedrals and stuff? And I think his cathedral is still under construction.
Notre Dame?
No,
No, it's
there was this guy, and he just built these fucking massive cathedrals, man.
Yeah, the Mediterranean climates exist in the Mediterranean, California, southern Chile, and the part of Australia you were in. Was it Perth?
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Man, Mediterranean climate, highly recommend it, man.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I went to Greece, man. That was the best weather ever.
I
Snow
think
in the
I
mountains
think
and
it rained for a total of 3 minutes when I was in Australia, over 3 months, which is insane to think about. Like,
actually, Iran and Ethiopia and Somalia get Mediterranean climate as well, but I doubt
alright.
they're tourist areas.
Yeah,
what's the average degrees over there
That
in
doesn't say.
where?
in these Mediterranean climates? Check if Italy is one as well, dude.
Yeah, Italy's in the Mediterranean. It has it.
Yeah,
Portugal, Spain, Morocco, Italy, southern France,
As
Albania,
said earlier,
Croatia, Turkey.
regions with this form of a Mediterranean climate experience average monthly temperatures in excess of 22 degrees,
There aren't those like perfect for homeostasis. Like
and
they're perfect for your body.
that's during like that's including the warmest and coldest month.
damn.
It's just really good for your body as well. So something to consider. Great place to retire. Helps reduce your arthritis.
Man, when I went to Italy, how warm it was over there, I never want to go again.
When we were doing our junior cert,
Yeah.
there's a world championship going on for archery,
Yeah.
My brother, my sister, my dad, my boss went, all as one group, and my old boss is his bowlimbs. They're made of layers of carbon and layers of glue and layers of wood, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and they're black. So the black will attract the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh god.
and it got so hot that the glue melted and all that.
Holy
And
shit.
got a full draw one day with a 40-pound bow, and it exploded. Nearly took his eye out.
Holy shit.
Fuck.
That's crazy.
Wait, why did he have glue on his bow?
That's how they're held together. They're composite bows. So
Oh, so he didn't put it on himself.
no, he wouldn't put that there. The
Fuck that.
manufacturer puts in like these really intense glues to hold different layers together so they function well. Like
Yeah, fuck that.
one layer of pure oak won't do very well, but a layer of yew, carbon, maple, blah blah blah, that will do better.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
fucking
That's
hell.
fucking like honestly.
So it's warm in Italy.
We so they have my brother has two cars over in Australia because he has a work car because he's
Mhm.
in construction, and then they have like a family car as well. And their family car is like it's metallic black, right?
Yeah,
And so he had a kayak while I was over there, and so we'd have to strap it to the roof, right? And we'd have to strap it like around like it'd be early in the morning,
yeah.
so the sun would be like out properly high and like. But anyway, you'd be strapping it on, and you'd touch off the car, and it'd burn your arm like. And when you got into the car, is like you're in an oven. Like when you open the oven and all the hot air comes out,
Yeah,
and it like blasts you in the face. It's
yeah.
like getting in the car, man. It's like getting in the car over there until the air conditioning cools it down.
Like a lot of Americans deal with that. Like during the summer, it gets crazy warm. A lot of mainland Europeans do as well.
Yeah.
Us on the islands, like good luck, man. That doesn't happen here.
Oh man, we
It's
don't
like
get shit like that. I
22
mean, you get
degrees
into a
during the
car and it's
summer.
pretty warm, but
No.
like it wouldn't be like killing you.
Yeah.
That's why people in Dubai, all the rich people, they have white cars instead of black because it just gets too warm over there.
Yeah.
That's pretty smart. People just buy black cars here because it looks
Yeah,
cool.
man. Fucking.
And honestly, even if it was warm, I wouldn't be fucking letting my windows down in my car in Australia, man. Fucking
Why?
spider or some fucking creature would come in.
Man, honestly, we had
Fearful of spiders.
the shit over like open all the time. It's like, man, when I was in Australia, I think I saw a total of like 5 or 6 spiders,
Yeah, see?
and like, man, that's over 3 months. I've seen more spiders since I got back than I did
Oh, yeah, but those spiders were bigger out
over
there.
there the entire time. You think I was gonna say it per day? No, man, and I didn't see any snakes.
Hmm. I've
Uh,
heard
I saw,
stories of one of my friends that he lives in Australia and a
yeah.
snake chased him all the way home.
Oh my god.
He was
They
cycling
stay
on his
under.
bike.
You know when you'd be out and you'd see like a random piece of sheet metal in the grass or something.
Yeah,
That's where the snakes would be in Australia, under that, because it gets so hot and they love the heat, so they'd go under it and like just rest there,
Yeah, heat equals energy for those guys.
and on the roads and stuff as well. But yeah, I saw a lizard once. It was a tiny lizard, little
like a
like
gecko.
gecko or something.
Yeah,
Little, like so small, like I'd say the size of my pinky finger, and it was
damn.
running around in the garage. And then I saw a huntsman spider. That was the biggest one. That was horrible, man. It was actually disgusting.
They're the
But they're
biggest
not
spiders in
venomous.
the world.
They're not venomous though.
They eat birds. Did you
I
know
don't
that?
know. I don't know if huntsmans do, but I know
They do.
there is.
They're the biggest spiders in the world.
Do they? I know there's bird-eating spiders because it's like the size of a dinner plate.
I think
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
spider
biggest
I'm on
spider
about.
in
I
the
don't know.
world.
I'm getting confused.
Yeah, no,
I see that thing. I'm running a kilometer either direction.
there's a spider called the bird-eating spider. I don't know if it's in Australia, but it's called the bird-eating spider, and it's the size of a dinner plate, and they eat birds.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. I would not like to meet one of them. But yeah, all the other spiders. I saw a redback, which is pretty much a black widow, tiny.
Yeah, they fuck you
They're
up.
very
It was a baby, and now it was a baby redback. It was tiny, but they don't get that big. So I was,
Yeah, they don't get big, but they're still pretty.
Sometimes size doesn't matter, lads.
yeah, but
That's what you want.
it's like yeah, they're venomous, but I wasn't worried about it because it says it takes like 30 days between when it bites you and when you could like die, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like you literally have 30 days to get an antivenom, and there's antivenom stations in all the doctors, I think, and there's one of them every like 10 minutes
Not bad at
when
all.
you're driving. So it's not that bad. And then there was the golden orb weaver. Now I don't know if they're venomous, but they just like weave huge webs.
Yeah, I know. Look at the picture I put into the chat.
Yeah,
I think that's an orb weeper.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We had a few of them over there.
And I think they're one of the scariest spiders.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Just because of the way they catch flies and stuff.
Yeah, man.
I think most spiders do that.
No, I said the way they catch flies and stuff. They make a net and they throw it like a fisherman.
Oh yeah,
Over-
yeah.
over-
That is insane.
Yeah.
No,
And
but
they kill other spiders as well, I'm pretty sure. So
like over there, you could tell by the different webs what spider it'd be. So
So-
the redbacks spin very like messy webs.
hmm
Not the way you'd see a spider's web and it'd all be like symmetrical and stuff like that, circular. These webs are all over the place, like. So like you'd know instantly. Oh yeah, that's a redback web. I'll get away from that one.
Wait, Dara, do you know these spiders? I forget what they're called, but they're in groups, and they normally make webs. Like there'd be a whole group of them, and they make webs around shit.
What like interconnected webs?
Yeah, interconnected. I don't think they're in Australia. They might be in the Amazon.
I can't.
Jesus, rise of the
I've heard of spiders like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and their webs are absolutely huge. Like they span across like 3 meters or something.
yeah.
They're all together. Yeah, I've heard of those, but I don't know the name of them.
we live in a
Like-
weird world.
Yeah, man. That's
You know what's scarier than a spider?
what.
2 spiders.
A chimp.
Chimp.
Oh, there was jumping spiders as well, but they're tiny.
Oh, I love jumping spiders.
They're
They're
actually
like
kinda
super
cute.
small. Like you'd see one and like, yeah, they're like
I was gonna
super
get
small,
one.
man. Like if it jumped at you, you wouldn't even be scared, like, because it's so small. It's like a centimeter.
Wow.
But like, yeah, you'd see one of them every so often. Like you'd see them more than you'd see any other spider, because they're just tiny and they just chill in corners and stuff. It's like I hated the crickets more than the spiders. Like a cricket got into my room one night, and I don't know how it got into the room because the room was like like it was literally on the other side of the house from the front door, unless it came in the back door, which it was still pretty far from. And I was like in my room one night, and know the way like crickets outside are like deafeningly
Yeah.
loud.
Crazy.
This was in the room, so it was so loud. Like it was so obvious. Know the way if you hear something, you don't know whether it's in your room or outside.
Yeah.
You could tell this was in the room with you, like, because it was so loud. And I couldn't find it. I was looking for it for ages, and I looked in my shoe. Cricket's just chilling in my shoe, right? So I picked up the other shoe that was beside it and launched the
Yeah.
shoe with it. Cricket jumps out, right, onto the floor, and I was like, "Come on, man!" So then I picked up a slider and at full force just fired it at the cricket, and it died instantly. And I was like, "Thank God for that, man," because I was not sleeping in that room with that loud ass thing.
Are the crickets bigger over there?
No, not really. About the same size. They got like grasshoppers though, and their grasshoppers are fucking massive. I nearly ran over a grasshopper like 3 times with the bike. They look like praying
Oh,
mantises.
fucking hell.
They're like that color green. They blend in with the grass.
It's not on, man.
Yeah, man. And like you'd see it out on the path, and you wouldn't know whether it was a piece of grass that just like came off.
Why is nature
Okay.
working against us here?
Exactly. And like I'd be scared about running over it because if you like go to run it over, it's gonna jump up. So like if it jumps up, hits the wheel, and fires into my face, I'm fucking.
That's rotten.
Yeah, man. But like, I think the worst pest over there were the flies, man. Flies are the worst.
And flies
because you
are
just
the worst over here.
but yeah, you think flies are annoying here, man. Go over there. So bad, man. I think on like 3 separate occasions, I nearly swallowed one. They just hang around
Oh,
your mouth, man. They hang around your mouth and your face. They try to go up your nose. It's
That's
absolutely
not,
disgusting, man.
man. They're butt flies, man.
Oh, it's so bad. Every
oh,
type of fly,
flies.
man. You're out cycling, and like these flies are just swarming your face, trying to get every drop of sweat, man.
Oh, that's rotten.
Yeah, man. I had to
Yeah.
wear one of those like masks, like the what is it? You know, you see them when like people go fishing or hunting or
Yeah.
biking or anything. Yeah, I had to get one of those, man. And I got like one that had some like sun protection with it as well. And that was grand, man, because I kept burning the back of my neck. But yeah, I'd have to wear one of them, and after I started wearing that, man, problem went away.
Yeah,
The only problem after
that's
that was
what I
them
hate about
landing
summer.
on my sunglasses, and I couldn't see shit.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'd be like fuck.
that's what I hate about summer, though. I hate the flying insects that come out.
Oh, horseflies, man, are the worst.
I know. I got
They're
bit by a
huge.
horsefly one year.
Yeah,
Fucking excruciating.
man, I
Near death experience.
watched a horsefly bite me one time. Like I was we were going camping down the canal, right? And I was cycling
Yeah.
down a trail, right? And like either side of the trail is just like one side of the trail is a ditch and bushes, other side is the canal and reeds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt something on my arm, and just as I looked at my arm, it bit me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I know. They're so quick.
And I watched it, and I like smacked it away, and instantly, as soon as it got off, it started bleeding.
Yeah, they're huge as well. I got bit on the back of my neck.
Yeah, fucking rotten, man.
R.I.P. man.
Oh
I
man,
know.
Joanne, the worst thing that happened to me, right? And it happened at the most inconvenient time as well. I still don't know what it was that landed on the back of my neck, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was Australia Day,
Yeah.
and it was the middle, like it was just after getting dark, and the fireworks were on, right? Big fireworks show, and I'm sitting right under a tree, and out of
Yeah.
nowhere, I just feel this big thing on my neck, like I don't know
Oh,
what it was, man. It was huge though. I
A
touched it,
burning
it was
spider.
man, I touched it and it was massive, and I just like I freaked out when I hopped up, and then after that I just forgot about it because the fireworks were like savage.
man, I would never forget about it if that happened to me.
No, like, but like, holy shit, man, these fireworks are fucking crazy. They were synced up to music, so it was like even better.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
forget
man.
then.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? It was like synced to AC/DC.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it was some impressive shit, but like, oh my god, I was like, what the fuck was that? And like my fucking nieces and nephews around me, they were like, what? Are you alright? And I was like, yeah, what the fuck was that though?
Fuck that though.
Yeah, man.
Fuck insects crawling on you. That's why I hate the
Insects are
flying
like some of
insects,
the
man.
worst
They
things. Like,
buzz near your ear. Hate that
oh, man.
shit.
Especially when there's like one fly in your room and you just can't get it out because it's like it lands and you just barely miss it,
Yeah.
and then it just lands on the ceiling or some shit, and you're like, motherfucker, man.
I don't really kill flies. I would rather open the window and let them out.
Man, I honestly, so there was 3 daddy long legs in my room yesterday,
Yeah.
and like killed one, right? Because it was just annoying me, and then I
Mm-hmm.
let 2 out, and I didn't even realize that I killed one of them. I thought it was one of the ones that I let out,
Yeah.
and there was just a dead daddy long leg sitting on my like windowsill. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Jesus.
It was
That's what I
rotten,
do with
man.
spiders as well. What are the house ones? They're not that
I have
long
no idea.
legs.
Yeah, the ones they're like fat, but like little, like spherical bodies, and like
Yeah,
really skinny legs.
I think they're wolf spiders. I don't know,
Oh no, I don't think they're.
but like those spiders, I don't kill them. I always put them in the glass and I bring them outside.
You're
Man, I get
sounding
that. You
you're
know those
sounding
fat spiders, like the ones with the like big ass legs and shit.
Yeah,
I either stay away from them or I put them in the glass, man.
I
daddy long
think
legs.
no, they're not that. Daddy long legs are really skinny and they have skinny legs. They're really small. These are like the big brown spiders you see up in your corner.
Yeah,
Man, I'm in the dark right now. Don't start.
the
I'm
ones
in
that
dark
the
too.
ones that are the ones that are increasingly getting bigger
Yeah,
for some
those
reason.
ones. Man, one of them landed on my face before.
Yellow tape around the
It
Man, I
was
think I have
terrible.
PTSD after that. Like,
Man, it was so terrible. Like how it
I
happened.
didn't know those spiders were called daddy long legs. I thought the daddy long legs was the one with the wings, dude.
Well,
No.
but both of them are called that, but one's a fly.
Oh,
What is the leatherjack fly?
but then it's a fly, not daddy long legs.
Yeah, but they both get called the same thing.
That's stupid.
I know.
Yeah, man. I just what?
It's what kids call them because kids don't understand. They're different.
Oh,
Like it's not like the entire
Oh, it's a crane fly.
they're the exact same thing.
It's a crane fly.
Yeah.
That's what they're called. Right. Well, that's a fun fact. The more you know.
fun
Exactly.
fact of the day.
When I was over in Australia, there was a headline, and this shit. I was like, okay, I'm a moving planet, right? It was like sharks are adapting to learn or adapting to walk on land, and I was like, what? Like it
Man,
wasn't anything major. It was like if they'd gotten into like low tide, they could use their fins to move themselves out, and I was like, oh god, man, land sharks.
man, of all places to say that, like Australia, where
Yeah, man.
it's
Imagine just
known
being on
for
the beach,
sharks.
you're just chilling, and you hear something like crawling towards you, and you look down, and there's a fucking shark just walking towards you on the beach, man. You're gonna be like, holy fucking shit.
And you're essentially a foreigner as well, Dara. So you just come over and you hear that, oh, sharks are starting to walk on land.
Yeah, man. I was like, what the
Walk
fuck is
to a
going
public
on?
bathroom and you meet one in there.
Because usually they're like storyline. I'm like, whoa.
What's
Look
good,
at the
man?
toilet, man. There's a shark head poking out of the toilet.
What's the crack, man?
Man, have a seat. Go on, please. Please have a seat, man.
Oh, don't mind me, man.
Don't mind me, man. I'm not gonna have a nibble, man. Promise. Nah, but man, like I thought it was some shit like do you know the way Australians call koalas drop bears?
hmm
Because they want to scare tourists, like telling them that they drop from trees and kill people. It's so stupid. But people fall for it. Because like Australians, like they love fucking with people, so they're like, "Oh yeah, man, watch out for drop bears," and they're like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, man, they're like rabid koalas who drop from trees and kill people or like hurt them," and they're like, "Oh my god, get me out of this country, please."
Attack young lads called Dara Daily every time they enter the country. By the way, lad, what's your name? Oh, oh.
Oh
Heavy
man, that's so fun.
breathing.
Just walking through the woods. You're just looking up at every tree, make sure there's no koalas. However,
Woods left
what is
over.
in a myth is that some koalas have a chlamydia.
What?
You should have
Yeah.
to admit. I thought it was true.
No, it's true. I said what's not a myth though.
Oh,
Yeah, so they have chlamydia in their urine. So if they piss on you, you get chlamydia.
nice.
That's
How imagine you're just holding a cute koala and it pisses on you and you're like, oh, that's fine. 2 weeks later, man, yeah, you have chlamydia. Oh fuck.
Can you get rid of chlamydia?
No, I think you have to wait it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm never holding a koala.
I was gonna hold the koala while I was over there. It's only like certain things, like they get tested as soon as they find a koala in the wild. They test them.
And what do
And
they
they're
kill
like,
it if it has chlamydia?
nah, man, they quarantine the ones who have chlamydia.
Oh,
Yeah, but
wait, do the koalas just piss on each other then?
no, I don't think so. Not to my knowledge.
I
I
hope
didn't
they don't.
know, but koalas are marsupials.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought marsupials were just like kangaroos and wallabies and stuff like that.
Most
But
mammals are
but the
marsupial.
but the actual term of a marsupial is like isn't it a mammal that carries its young around in a pouch?
Yeah, that's it.
The title is going to be the same.
Yeah, man, that's
How
great.
are most mammals marsupials, Jared?
Most mammals in Australia are
Yeah,
marsupial.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I thought you meant most mammals in general.
No, that's not what I meant.
bruh. Just go outside, look at a dog carrying around its young in a pouch.
Sure, some people do that today. Mental.
Well,
Do you ever see people who put leashes on their kids?
Nah, man, the baby pouches, they're funny as fuck. You ever
No.
seen the baby pouches that they have on the chest
Yeah, I've seen those.
or on the back?
I know what you mean, Jared, with the leashes. I've never seen it, but I can imagine.
Kids on leashes, man, that's kind of
It's
hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's insane.
It's insane, but it's kind of funny. Man, how rabid does your child have to be to put it on a leash? Like
How overprotective do you have to be put on
full
leash?
body hardened.
Very true.
Kid walk out looking like Hannibal Lecter, man. Has like a muzzle on and everything.
Oh,
Holy man, it'd have to like literally bite off another child's like hand or some shit for that to happen.
it will be put down for that.
I think people are just scared of their child running off. You know what I'm saying? Like, at what point do you get that scared that you put your child on the goddamn leash? Like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Like, shit do be crazy in the world today. What's some other crazy shit, man?
What's some crazy stuff?
I think it's crazy that Adam is just constantly getting nukes on his ear cave and infected.
Yeah, he actually posted while doing this podcast.
Did he actually?
He did, yeah. What was it?
Adam, you sneaky bastard! You should have said some shit.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I was at the start. I was like, don't start yet.
All right. Right, man. I was like, what the fuck? Hey, I'm going to have a look. I'll be a link here.
There's a huge amount of skill involved in doing that. It's not just camping in the room with everyone else. This guy's running around like crazy.
It kind of is.
38 kills,
It really
man.
does depend on the map.
Are all of your nukes so far infected?
Yeah. I think it's slightly easier to get a nuke in infected, but that doesn't mean that it's really easy. It's still kind of hard, especially if you're the
38
last
kills in a row.
No, it's 30
wait, yeah,
kills, and
yeah,
then
I know it's 30 kills, but you've gotten kills on top of that.
yeah.
What do you just go until you get the nuke and then not use it instantly? You just keep going.
No, I use it instantly, man.
Wait, really?
Because you use it and it takes about 12 seconds to come in.
So then you kill people in the meantime.
Yeah, I kill people in the meantime.
Jesus, man.
Like one nuke I got was I called it in and the counter was like coming down and I just went over and started knifing the infected because they were just standing still. They couldn't believe it.
Man, going from your first nuke 3 weeks ago to having 5 nukes.
I have more.
Wait, you've more than 5?
Yeah.
In the space of 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Man, he plays a lot, man.
This guy is absolutely crazy.
I told you, it's so fun. I can't get off
That is insane, man. More than how many nukes would you say you have?
I'd say about 10.
What the actual fuck?
I'm trying to get a nuke on all the infected maps.
Fair enough.
But like a lot of factors come into play. It depends on where your teammates and where your teammates set up.
Yeah.
And it depends on who gets infected. Because if a sweaty player likes me getting infected, man, it's over.
Yeah.
Especially because there's the way you start with different weapons and it's random.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like if I go into a match and the weapon is a shit shotgun and I get infected, it's just full send. No one's getting nuked in this game.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Like it is possible, but really hard with the shit weapons.
Not very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But that also goes both ways because on a map and you get a good gun like the M13 or the M4A1, people who get infected will leave straight away because they don't want to deal with that.
And do you reckon you'll go for a record with the nukes or what?
I don't think there is a record. There's like time record.
Yeah.
That's mostly for multiplayer.
So
Like,
there wouldn't be a record for like most infected nukes or anything in Modern Warfare.
no.
What about like fastest nuke and infected?
I
Do
don't
you know
know.
what it is currently, or
No, I don't think it's been established that kind of a way.
I'll
I'm trying to get a nuke on all the maps
I'll
first.
give it a bit of a search, see if I can find anything.
Yeah, you don't know till you try it.
Says all right. So apparently on December 21st, 2019, fastest nuke on Modern Warfare was 40 seconds.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I seen that the other day actually.
Yeah, world's fastest nuke on Modern Warfare.
It was in infected though. It was on a glitch spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Sorry.
Then maybe you should try to get one that's like no glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be hard though.
So what are you aiming towards now anyway?
I'm trying to get a nuke on all the maps.
After that, like
I haven't thought that far ahead.
What's your next record? Do you reckon?
I don't know. Like, because records aren't the thing that's on my mind at the moment.
Yeah. You're just kind of trying to move through it.
Yeah, I'm just having fun really.
That's good.
Uploading the best parts.
It's a good mentality to have towards it, because you don't want to just be shooting for things like, because if you set a goal for yourself and you don't reach it, you're going to be unhappy with it. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
so if you're just playing the game for fun and not going after it as kind of like more of a professional
Grind,
yeah, you're going to have a lot more of a positive attitude like towards it.
have any companies approached you about sponsorship or anything, promotion?
Oh yeah, was it one of my videos, the kill while parachuting?
Mhm.
Let me go into the
Oh
email.
yeah, you mentioned that, yeah, with the
The
Clips channel on Facebook, wasn't it?
Yeah, the licensing manager sent me an email and wanted to clip in a compilation.
That's mad.
I know. I
So
was
you
really
are
surprised by it because
actually getting
normally
noticed.
when it comes to that kind of stuff like clips, you need to upload them yourself. Like I've
Yeah.
never been approached for people asking for my clips.
That's fair. Do you ever seek out sponsors or?
No, I don't think I'm big enough for sponsors.
That's fair.
And did your video go up in views after you got like mentioned on that channel, or?
No, I haven't been mentioned yet, but they'll
Oh,
get to it eventually. They said.
right.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
I asked them to inform me when it goes up.
Yeah, being approached with it anyway is just, I'd say it
Cool.
would have been, yeah, a very exciting thing, like next step, kind of.
Thinking of a G Fuel sponsor?
I don't know, man. I'd have to be. I
Yeah.
have to stick to like only Call of Duty for that.
Yeah.
I have applied for a G Fuel sponsorship nearly every month for the last year.
Really?
Have you gotten any word back, or is it just they've kept silent?
Best thing I ever got was, "We're keeping an eye on you."
Okay, fair enough. When,
Which
when
is
was that? How long ago
sweet.
was that?
probably the nicest way of saying "leave me alone."
Gamer subs, man, go for gamer subs.
Some channels as well. They do. Like the Skull controllers, Control Freak. I think it's a company that makes them.
Yeah.
They get sponsors from them. Where you can use codes and everything.
That's actually worked fairly well for me in the past with my main sponsor, Orcor, the grip. I did a review for them and I have a code for it, and then I get a percentage of blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I can't go into that, but you know
Yeah,
yourself.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually works fairly well if you don't have that many followers or many subs.
Well,
But
that's
you have like a huge reach, so it might be worth doing.
yeah.
Your total views, what is it? 50,000?
My total views. Let me check. I don't check that.
Like going back to that clip that you got of the parachute kill, that's 1.8 thousand views as of now. Like,
My total
which
views
is
are 60,000.
not bad.
That's grown since I last checked it, which is pretty recently.
Yeah,
So maybe it's not a bad idea for you if you're getting 60,000 views. But if 20 people do it, you get a tenner, something like that.
Yeah.
Might be worth looking into.
Yeah,
well, as long as he keeps having fun with it, like
Exactly, yeah. Fun is the main part of it, but
that's the
sometimes
main
you need
priority.
the
I
money
think.
to try get the next game,
Yeah.
get the DLC,
Mm.
blah blah blah. To make the content people want, you need stuff to get it.
Yeah. Like, was it? I tried to do that with Fallen Order. Like, I got the game, but I didn't pre-order it, so people would upload it earlier than me.
Yeah.
And at the time, my PlayStation was full, like my YouTube, so I had
Yeah.
to record everything, copy to a USB, put it on my laptop, render it on a different thing that took absolutely ages.
Yeah.
Because these were like 40, 50-minute episodes, or episodes.
Mhm.
It just took way too long.
I
I
get you.
know
Yeah.
Fallen Order 2 is coming out soon. Or not soon, but I know that's coming out. I'm just going to buy
Yeah.
the game, fly through the game, upload it, and then that's it.
And what do you use to record, like on your PlayStation?
Oh, just a normal PlayStation record.
All right.
What
Fair
quality does that go up to?
It goes up to 1080, but that's because I have a PS4 Pro. If I had like the slim PS4, it only goes to 720.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't know they had a full on. I knew they had a streaming feature, but I didn't know they had a record
One thing that's
feature.
noticed a lot in your content is you don't do commentary. You've no want to do that at all, no?
Maybe in the future.
That's fair.
I
Yeah.
might do a kill streak breakdown or whatever.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Talk about tactics and everything. Like,
Yeah.
hmm.
You
No,
could
that's not
you could
happening.
film me and say what not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What about a face reveal?
I don't know, man. Like a
Yeah.
lot of my Battlefront friends already know my
That'd be a
name, but
wild
they
time,
don't
wouldn't it?
know how I look.
Yeah.
And I know. I don't think it's a really serious thing. It's definitely not
Yeah,
what I'm
it's not. It's
focusing
not
on.
very important. Like, channels have been successful without doing a face
get a fade first.
Yeah.
You'll be set after that.
reveal.
Lockdown
well.
hair doesn't suit anyone at the moment.
Oh God, no, man! I still haven't gotten a haircut.
My hair is so long.
I was growing out my hair before this for 2 months, and now we've been in for 3. So it's just 5 months of hair growth. Oh my god, I don't want to be seen.
I got like half my hair cut off when I got back from Australia, but there was still some blonde left now,
Yeah.
and now I'm just left with like blonde highlights. So it just looks dirty blonde. It's like blonde with black splotches and black at the sides and back, and then just blonde on top. And I'm
I
like,
was-
bro, it
I was
doesn't look too bad now, but yeah.
Have you considered streaming, Adam?
I'm running to the bathroom. I'll be back in a second.
Again, man.
This man, when grinding for nukes in Modern Warfare,
Has to
you
be
know, he doesn't have a lot of time for that kind of shit.
done. He's making time for it
man.
now.
It happens, man. Sure, look, and just fill in the conversation. Man, what do you think of this guy? I think he's a fucking asshole.
I think he's class, man. I think he's alright. I
I don't know,
think he's a real piece of work, though, in all fairness.
man. Tell you one thing, it's good at that PlayStation, man. Like, I'd consider myself average, but this man,
Oh no, he's probably the best player right now.
yeah.
But one thing I hold over him is all the wins he has are with me.
That's sick, man.
But see, I'm a terrible player, so it was just luck.
Yeah.
An extreme case of the luck.
Ah, well, man. But look, can't be talking about yourself like that. I'm about to ask him the best question ever.
Right, sorry about that.
So, Adam,
Yeah.
do you think you would enter competitive gaming at any point?
I tried to do with Fortnite, but I don't know. The email address that I used, it was really old, and I made it back when the PS3 first came out.
Yeah.
But by the time Fortnite came out, I had completely forgotten the password. Like, it was kind of one of those things where it would automatically just do it because it's signed for. And eventually I changed the email on my PS4 to one that a password that I know.
Yeah.
But with Fortnite, I couldn't do it because it always wanted me to sign into the email, but I just didn't know the
Yeah.
password. And I wouldn't, like, I could have done this thing where I made a new account
Yeah.
and tried from there, but I just didn't. I didn't want to do that.
Fair enough.
I remember
Yeah.
you were fairly annoyed about that.
Yeah, no, it was so annoying.
You were
That is true.
by a mile the best Fortnite player I know. I
Yeah.
knew. Yeah, but that game died shortly after.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you taken any looks back at it recently? New entire fucking new start to it.
No, man, I have no interest in Fortnite anymore.
Same.
No, I understand that.
Especially people in my course as well. They ripped the shit out of Fortnite, so I'm
Yeah.
definitely not going to play it.
How does your course add to your channel or your experiences when playing games? Like, do you appreciate them more?
Yeah, definitely. And it
That's
teaches
interesting.
us how to make games and all that stuff. And there's a subject or class I have called digital media, and we do this thing. We use this program called GIMP, kind of like a shitty Photoshop, but it still shows you how to manipulate photos for
Yeah.
thumbnails or whatever.
Yeah.
I still use Photoshop, but no, just saying that we use GIMP. It's shit, by the way. Don't ever use GIMP.
And that's helped you with making your thumbnails.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because actually your thumbnails are pretty high quality. I gotta say.
No, I gotta be honest here. We've been using a bit of Microsoft Paint for that.
We use Microsoft Paint for our logo.
Yeah.
And to number them, I'm using the Fonto app, so you know.
No, it's not too bad. Like, it could be a lot worse.
Doing the job. Episode 4.
Yeah, man.
I'll make a logo for you. If you want.
Sure.
Could be interesting.
I'm not gonna say no.
For a couple $100,000, that is.
I'll do it for money.
All it needs is some kind of alcoholic gesture, and
Oh,
not
100%.
the Irish.
Currently, it's a pint of Guinness.
Yeah, I can make it for you, no butter.
Sound out, man.
Thanks, man. That's a big gesture. And I was wondering, is there any scene for like Battlefront in competitive gaming?
No, man, not really.
No. Would there
Only
have been
between-
back in its like when it was like really popular?
No,
No, it's just
not really. Yeah, it's kind of like a casual game.
Yeah.
Do you think that Modern Warfare Warzone is too competitive? Because I do. I think the amount of sweats in it.
You get a lot of good moments out of it though, like funny moments, and then like moments where you feel good at the game and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But man, is it hard to win a game?
but that's always the case with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like, there's always sweats.
It's Call
Like
of Duty.
you'll have really good games where you get like tens of kills, man.
Yeah, very true.
And then you'll have games where you'll be at the bottom of the leaderboard because there's like so many good people in it.
Have you considered ever doing videos with other gamers?
Not
Like,
really,
say
man.
you do like Warzone with shooter people, like personally.
Yeah, I do that.
Like I remember Martin Maloney, who plays like Durkin in Hardy Books, he was streaming it the other day, and the Viper streams it other times. It'd be pretty cool to be on the same stream as them.
Oh yeah. Hit them up about Adam. You could do it.
Yeah, I play with personal friends, but play with YouTubers. Well, I don't know. It
Not like
depends.
that. I mean, like if you have YouTube friends.
I don't know.
Possible upcoming crossover episode where this podcast plays Warzone with Adam.
But we still podcast during the entire experience.
Exactly.
That would be outrageous.
Play a few games, like 3 games, and podcast the entire thing.
Brilliant.
The amount of rage.
Yeah, you got screaming.
Oh my god!
An entire squad.
Just Adam over here, just like lecturing everyone. It's like, man, this is what you did wrong. You're a nonce. Going over to the next person, man. You shouldn't even be here. Get the fuck out. He's like, he's like the Gordon Ramsay of the group. Just fucking lecturing everyone what they did wrong and telling them to fuck off.
Oh Lord.
How much time do you put into making a video normally?
So normally what I do is I just sit down and play, and it depends. Like if it's a map that I haven't, like for Infected at the moment, if it's a map that I haven't got a new gun, I'll play a bit sweaty. But
Yeah.
if it's a map I've already got a new gun, then I'll be more relaxed.
Yeah. And do you just do would you do like a full playthrough or would you edit it?
Edit it.
Yeah.
Because the most recent one that I uploaded was it's only 5 minutes. It was originally 7 minutes. The first 2 minutes of this video is me looking at an area that no one came to, and there's
Oh, God.
no way I'm leaving that in.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's
No
understandable.
chance.
What would
For
you
us,
say is the funniest thing that's happened to you so far in the game? In Modern Warfare, that is.
The funniest thing. Hold on.
Because just from personal experience, that game can be absolutely
Can be
hilarious at times, man.
Yeah,
Do you mean like Modern Warfare as a whole, or just Infected? Because I only
Oh,
played.
as a whole.
as a whole.
So like Warzone, Infected, stuff like that.
Well, when it comes to Infected, it's really funny when most of the lobby is Infected. Like it's half and half, and people just have claymores down, man, and they're just bum rushing you. Everyone's just holding the line,
So
praying
it's
that
just
they don't
very,
get hit
very
by a
intense.
fucking really intense. Like a claymore going off every second.
Jesus Christ, man.
People go out to put claymores down, and they get fucking thrown knives.
Oh my God.
And like that's
Jesus Christ,
in Modern Warfare as well. Sometimes your character screams when he dies.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can hear the last second of someone's mic. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Oh man, that's the best when you're in the gulag and like just at the very end, it'll be like some cunt and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Man,
How,
people just rage so hard. It's so funny, man. Or they'll be like, "Oh, fuck off." And you'll be like, "Come on, man, too
yeah.
easy."
I was playing Warzone earlier, and I
Yeah.
executed like a finishing move on someone in the
Oh
gulag, and he
no.
screamed. He fucking screamed.
oh no.
Man, that's too good. Like that's why I praise. I've never
Yeah.
played it, but you know PUBG, where they have proximity voice chat and you can hear your enemies when they're around you. And there'd be like someone camping in a room, and they'd be like, "Come out." And they'd be like, "No, I'm staying in here." Or I seen one, and it was like someone got downed, right?
Yeah.
And he's just like the person who downed him comes straight up to him, and he's like, "Where's your friends?" And then the person gets sniped, and he's like, "Right there, bitch." It's like so good, man.
That kind of adds a whole new aspect to a game. It's pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, man. If they had proximity voice chat in Warzone, that would be just so much funnier.
It would be hilarious.
Imagine just two
Insults.
squads communicating. And just imagine just the odd truth. So like, okay, we're gonna come out here and we're gonna leave slowly. And if you try anything, we will blow you to shreds, man. Like it'd be so good. I think more video games should have forced voice chat,
Yeah.
you know? Where people have to communicate because there's not enough people on it who
Try
are
play Warzone with randoms.
exactly.
Good luck.
Unless they have a mic, it's a complete shit show.
Yeah. Impossible.
Unless you get a really good game where everyone's like bot level bad.
So you got to play with your friends normally.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're even bad friends.
There's got to be a lot of team communication. Like,
And most of the time, people are on other consoles. Like I know cross plays in the game, but yeah, people do tend to play on different consoles and stuff.
yeah,
I personally
Hey.
don't think that PC players should be allowed to play with console
oh
players.
god, no,
I think that's a big mistake. That
that's
just takes
horrible. It's
console,
unfair.
console play way too far.
Yeah,
Or
man.
cross play, sorry, not console play.
Like I feel like Xbox and Xbox and PlayStation should be allowed.
Yeah, they're basically the
Um,
same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like PC is in a whole other area of its own. Like
And Switch
people,
as well. Switch for the Fortnite. Like
Yeah, that was
playing
kind
Switch
of
and going up against PC players.
yeah, man. Just imagine, just
Were
some
you able
kid
to
with like a
play-
Nintendo and they're playing Fortnite. PC player comes out of nowhere and absolutely just shits on them.
were you
They're
able
dead
to
before
play
they even know it.
Fortnite on mobile crossplay?
Wait, what?
Were you able to play Fortnite on mobile and have crossplay on that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that sounds like something they do.
That
Yeah.
sounds terrifying. PC player versus mobile player.
Oh my god.
RIP, man.
But like, nah, that's one really good thing about Fortnite though. That was like the first major game to have crossplay in it. Like
Yeah,
a lot of games after that I followed. Like I think Minecraft was the first one to have it, right?
yeah,
After that, because they did crossplay with PlayStation, Xbox, and then between PC and Xbox as well. And now lots of games are like I think COD, like Modern Warfare probably have the most success with it now because COD is just such a massive game, man.
Yeah.
And people have been asking for crossplay for years in COD, and now that it's finally here, like everyone's doing it. Because like usually in COD, like it'd be a few months and then it'd die out because you
Mm.
know on different player bases or whatever. But now
Mhm.
that there's crossplay, like I think it'll last a lot longer. Because around now is the time where leaks will start coming out for the next COD, and the game will start to die out a small bit.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's I think there was rumors about it being it's Black Ops 5, but it's like Cold War or Vietnam era.
Yeah, it's Vietnam.
Yeah, man.
Did you
That's
see
good.
the video that PewDiePie uploaded of the Black Ops 1 gameplay?
Well, like the really old one he had.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
uploaded it by accident, and because of that, because he's so big, it repopulated all the servers.
No
Repopulated.
way. Really?
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
shit. That's mad, man. Yeah, but like all those games, I think Black Ops 4 was a mistake, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Now the battle royale was alright, but I feel like the lack of a campaign absolutely killed the game.
yeah. Especially in the card
Um,
game.
This is
the
for Black Ops 4.
multiplayer was way too fast paced. It was like Infinite Warfare all over again. Like I actually liked the Black Ops 3 one,
Hmm.
but something about the Black Ops 4 one was just not right. You know,
Yeah, I know.
because
I never.
going into
played
Black Ops
Black Ops
3,
4
yeah, go on.
pretty competitively, and it was difficult. It always seemed to end in the same place. The guns were fairly balanced,
Yeah,
but they had a lot of weird things like grappling hooks and stuff.
yeah. That's what killed it, man. It was the just complete
The
like
problem with RPG
anti-realism.
Fan was also in that game.
Wait, what?
You know, in Modern Warfare, right now there's RPG spam.
Yeah.
People use there's no custom loadouts, number one though, but
Yeah,
RPG spam was still a thing. If you got a chance, and you were using that left, right, and center.
Jesus.
So, yeah, good AR RPG. Everyone's gonna hate you. That's fair.
But like, I'm
The
glad
zombie
that.
maps being in it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Black Ops 4. A lot of people hate Black Ops 4 for the zombies.
yeah.
'Cause it's all remastered maps.
Starting the new one.
It's actually there's no remastered maps by default. If you buy DLC, it is.
It was the new
Story is hard to follow.
storyline that fucked people over
Yeah, story is hard to follow, and it's a bit meh.
because they tried to continue the original storyline while also introducing a new one, which I just don't think was right.
Mm.
It's because.
I think
Yeah.
they should have left it at Revelations.
Yeah.
If they left it at Revelations, it would have been grand. But then they brought in Blood of the Dead, and it fucked it completely. They had gone with the new storyline and maybe simplified it a small bit. I think it could have been a good thing, very good thing. Like, because remember
Yeah.
Black Ops 3 Zombies? Black Ops 3 Zombies was fucking massive.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Like, even after the game died out, like they released Zombies Chronicles, and it became absolutely massive again.
Yeah. Fuck Zombies Chronicles.
I actually liked Zombies Chronicles.
I like it too, but I bought the fucking season pass and I didn't get it.
Oh man,
That's pretty tough, man.
I didn't buy any of the DLC for Black Ops 3, and then as soon as Zombies Chronicles was announced, I was on that shit straight away. 30 quid, I was like, oh man, have
That's a
that.
bargain.
Yeah, man. Oh my god, that was such a good DLC. Like, it's the only DLC I've ever bought, and I do not regret it one bit.
That's fair.
Like, holy shit, man, it's so good. And I feel like if they did a Zombies Chronicles 2, that people wouldn't be sad about zombies. Like, there's so many maps they could reintroduce again.
Yeah.
That could like breathe new life into Black Ops 4. Because that shit, as soon as Modern Warfare came around, that game was deader than dead, man.
Hmm.
Like, usually the previous game will last a few months after, and then it'll just go to complete server emptiness, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, with Black Ops 4, I don't know what happened there, man, but I haven't seen anything about it. Like, poor bastards. I think it's because Modern Warfare was such a good COD game.
Be a campaign in Black Ops 4. But
Yeah.
Fortnite and everything blew up, so they made a last minute decision to take it out, and everything was just rushed, and the game sucked, and it died.
It was the same thing with World War II. Like, World War II, I think, was a good COD game. It had a good campaign as well.
Very true.
But that was around when Fortnite started to get popular, and it just got completely overshadowed.
Fortnite
Yeah.
just every other game for like a year and a half.
Oh yeah,
Like it was crazy. I don't think there'll ever be a game like that again.
no.
No.
Or not anytime soon, at least.
I have to admit, Modern Warfare 2019 is probably, I think, the best COD game I've played since Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
I still
Even-
prefer
Solid campaign, solid multiplayer, solid like third party mode as well.
Even Activision says it's their best COD.
Yeah,
Not
man.
bad.
It's crazy. And I was a bit freaked out by the cycle changing again though, because it's gone back to a 2-year cycle instead of a 3-year now.
Well, for
So
COD?
yeah, because it'd go Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and now it's just going Treyarch, Infinity Ward.
Damn.
Sledgehammer have pulled out of it altogether because this only happened a few months ago, and I remember everyone was freaking out because usually, you know, the companies would get like 3 years to make a new COD game.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you know, they took a year off of they took 2 years off of Treyarch's next game. They were like, oh yeah, well you just made Black Ops 4 and then we made Modern Warfare and now we need another Black Ops game. So people are like really worried about that we're gonna get kind of a shitty Black Ops game now. Because
Wait,
they've
when
only had a
did
year
they
to make
pull Sledgehammer out?
so I can't remember. I think it was it must have been around I think it was before Modern Warfare came out that Sledgehammer pulled out.
Yeah.
So,
That's
like, you know,
pretty
they would
wild.
have, like, Treyarch would have still been developing the next Black Ops game, but now they have so much less time to do it.
Yeah.
People just don't know how it's going to turn out. You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that might have contributed to why Black Ops 4 died so fast. Because, like, they just, like, as soon as they figured out that Sledgehammer had pulled out, they were like, oh shit. So they pulled all the resources out of Black Ops 4 and
Yeah.
just put them into the next game, you know? So, like, I don't know what it's going to be like. I hope it's good. If it's going back, it should be good. Because
Yeah, I
like
agree.
World War II was good, Modern Warfare was good because it's grounded, and if this is anyway modern or in the past, we're sorted. So yeah, I think that's as far as we can go with that conversation anyway.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the record, guys. 2.5 hours.
Woo.
So,
That was
yeah.
a solid one, boys.
Adam, do you want to plug anything before we go?
Well, like
Where
my
can
channel.
find you?
Oh yeah, plug the channel, man.
There's a lot of phantoms, so I'll just leave it in your description. Or can
Yeah.
you guys leave it in your description?
Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
put it in the description. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Make sure you subscribe to this man. He's an absolute legend.
Thank you.
And have a good one, guys.
Have
See
a
you
good one, lads.